sword and or shield when it comes out?
I don't have the gaming systems for that.
Maybe. I haven't been into Pokemon for a long time.
All I have anymore is an Xbox One and a computer, but I don't game on this. Hashtag Mac.
Yes.
Huh?
The Mac Life.
Mac.
Oh.
It's not a gaming PC.
Not well designed for it, if I'm being honest. Mostly because they're hyper restrictive with what gets let out.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, is great when you're looking at the marketplace.
Yeah, well, and it's great when you don't have to worry about too much about being hacked and stuff.
Hacked.
Yeah.
I have torrents running like... Oh, are we recording already? Shit.
Now, what are you torrenting right now? Legal backups of your music?
It's all legal, you guys.
Yeah.
It's all...
He's torrenting his own sex tapes.
Yep.
The first request
So,
for
I mean, hey, it's fine if you're putting out stuff that you created, or
I
is
totally did
It's
create...
Creative Commons.
It's all fun and games so you get a letter from MGM.
Oh, that's bad
Who's
news.
MGM?
What is their actual...
A film company.
No, like, what's the name of... Like,
I don't know.
Doesn't it stand for something that's like...
Metro Golden Mayer.
There we go, yeah.
Yeah, I might have
One of those where it's
known
like...
someone that received one day.
Ooh,
Really?
spicy. So you'd say you knew them intimately?
Personally and intimately.
Yeah, very handily.
Oh, man.
There's the man.
The person who said that.
I don't sanction this
my
joke.
You're welcome.
This is a sin.
Just, I'll give him a hand.
Joke banned in 3 countries.
It's like you guys
It's a
never
concept,
masturbate.
it's okay.
Jeez. It's like you guys never masturbate. Jeez.
Yeah, well, you know, it's what happens
I'm
when,
doing it right now.
when you're married.
For the listeners at home, yes, he is.
You can hear the sound.
You're a sex-positive podcast? That was the softest from, like, excited to throwing something?
Yeah. I don't know what it was, but I had a delayed reaction. It was like, wee.
I greatly enjoyed that. Thank you. It's Kyle's birthday tomorrow. That's great. Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Okay.
So who wants to run down events of the last in-game, probably, like, 15, 20 minutes?
I mean, we lost
You guys had a day.
quarter. Yeah, we lost a quarter of our good shit, probably. Maybe a little less than a quarter.
Y'all lost a quarter of our good shit.
Yeah, you're...
I mean,
We were going to the armory, right? Or not the armory,
So...
Well, we was positioned in front of this, I guess it's a space closet.
So we started. Well,
Lock on it.
we started out
Yeah,
this
basically.
session with exploring a new floor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
and all
base.
these hit points and everything.
And yeah,
It was beautiful.
Really happy.
Yeah.
A magical moment for
And
all involved.
Indeed.
Then we
and
decided.
we met some nice new people. We might even call them friends that said your
They-
money or your life. And
they-
and we chose life.
You know what? I think I remember them giving us money and us going to level 10.
Oh no, this isn't like a what actually. I know what happened. I'm trying to get you guys back into it. Good
It's
try.
for our listeners back home to see if they were paying attention from last session.
No.
I remember
Or if
distinctly
people just pick
saying,
it up.
"Yeah, we should go in the room that shuts off the security system, but let's see if we can find some suits or something first."
Yeah.
Yep.
And then walk straight into a turret.
As Barry, I just remember
Almost
Kane
poetic.
saying "ow" a lot.
Yeah,
Almost.
yeah, and I tried to shoot that turret.
I learned a lot about
Checking for decompression.
checking for decompression at every door.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well,
That was my lesson to go.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah.
someone lost a laser sword.
Oh no.
well, I mean,
An
you
upgraded
say
laser
lost.
sword.
We know where it is.
know where
It's
it
just
went.
it's difficult to get to at the moment. All we need is those Magno boots. I know they're here. It's a spaceship like in a fantasy sci-fi setting. It's got a Magno boot somewhere.
Yep.
You also need a spacesuit.
I've got an okay constitution.
Yeah.
Keep believing
Wow.
And said spacesuits we found were
Attached to people.
attached people, and then there were some in the closet, but they had holes in them.
Yeah, I think you have 2 functional at this moment.
And I think
Yeah, 2 out of 4. Yeah.
Yep.
I think the very last thing, or one of the last things that happened was we were looking in one room and there was one of those like guys. He had like an infection going on or something. It reminded Jazell of the Red Thing. Jazell.
Yep. This is not the when did that movie come out? 2017 hit movie Zootopia.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I think it was 2017.
That sounds right.
Hold on, I'm gonna feel really old in a moment.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yes.
2016.
Not that bad.
Yeah, 16, 17, okay. We're not talking about a person's age here. It's fine.
Oh shit, that was 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Wow.
Oh. Every time I do that, I regret it.
Yeah.
But
The look in your eyes as you were like, God, I've lost life.
Like, it seems like it was just like yesterday.
For some, it was.
True.
It's not to sound.
the expression of or the experience of time changes as time passes.
Yeah,
that's true.
As you get older,
Which is
you
weird.
Really
you,
deep.
And
you
no,
make
it's
everything
literal.
bullshit-based.
Science has literally determined that time seems to move faster for you the older you get.
Because you have more time to compare it to.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I could never remember the reason.
I think they most people claim that that's the main, if not the only, cause of it.
That would make sense to me from, again, my limited understanding of it.
Yeah, I'm not going to pretend to have studied it for
What?
years.
Probably
Fair.
more responsibilities, right?
I mean, that probably adds to it, the fact that there's more stuff just leaned on you, but then it doesn't quite cover the, once you hit elderly and you start losing them.
Well, then you just start losing your memory. So.
I mean, that could be it could be a trade-off.
Think of it like a bell curve, right? Like,
yeah, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Up and back down. For responsibilities, that's pretty much exactly it.
Yeah. Which one? Let me see.
It's still moving now. Oh shit. It's this one, obviously.
It's weird to hear that and then look over at just a pure chunk of pewter.
Yeah.
Because I can't see any detail from over here.
unpainted.
Unpainted. Ugh.
As all minis should be.
No,
Don't you dare! Don't
ask
you
this
even
guy.
dare!
Don't ask this guy.
No.
What about a
He has
business?
a die-hard rule.
Once it's out of the box, you
It
better
must
get those
be.
brushes and paints. You know.
Okay, I place a D20
All right.
on 20 in the center to absorb all the good luck from the others.
Oh, that's not going to work.
Yeah. I mean, you say that, but I'm going to roll. It's going to be a 20, and I'm going to be like, ha.
Everybody
And it's gonna roll
got
one kill.
character models.
Yes.
As I'm pulling yours out, because I remember.
Thanks.
Also, I decided not to make a miniature for this game because I learned something that
The moment you make miniatures, the game
the
ends.
game ends. Yep.
It's weird with a couple of exceptions, but like 50% of the time, the game will just end.
Mm-hmm.
Did I have one for you?
Yeah, I was. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
The hyena girl or something that I kept on referring to as a cat
Coyote.
girl. Coyote.
Yep.
Kept on referring to as a cat girl.
A Yodi.
What did you refer to as cat girl?
The Yotes.
You want to roll d20s for the chips?
Yes. Rah. Chip tap.
Black.
I'll go with the orange die today.
Ha ha! Ha ha!
Whoa! Is it all black, you guys?
I think so.
One white from me, so congratulations.
You got the black one?
I got black.
Nice.
You got black, Robert?
Yes.
That's a good sign. Things can only get better.
I'm just going to be clapping the whole time, which is a sign of happiness, so I can't get sad.
I don't think that's how that works.
Never heard that.
It's gonna work out, yo. It's gonna work out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
Seriously though, there's been like studies that like if you smile, it actually makes you happier. Just because like it like triggers the chemicals.
Yep. There's some weird stuff your body does. Body hacking is kind of awesome.
Dude, like, I'm gonna give you some advice about my dice. The more you roll them, the more they're gonna want to kill you.
So change dice rapidly.
Yeah.
Just cycle through.
Yeah.
Before we get started, I'm gonna grab one of these.
Yeah. No.
Hey, here's a.
You don't have to walk around.
Here's a plate.
You can ask.
Take some chips, queso.
I'm not a huge fan of crunchy stuff while recording. But
Understandable.
I get up in my head about it.
But yeah, seriously, anything but the pure black ones. Those ones can be rolled multiple times and they're still okay.
But that's his rule. They might work.
Not my rule, the
differently
dice's
for you.
rule. I don't get to choose this rule. This rule was thrust upon me.
I don't know. I think Lance has proven
me.
to us that if Lance touches dice, they roll well. Even if they have rolled poorly for other people. Some people's personal preferences can overpower it. So, yes, as you guys were talking about, the last thing kind of set up was you came across some privateers, pirates, one might call them.
Arr.
They ask for reasons to keep you alive, more so not kill you and just take all your stuff.
Mainly, we're gonna die anyway.
Yeah.
Because the big.
He's making an intro.
Sorry.
But as you have brought up there, yes, there's the worry that you are all going to die once the a incoming meteorite strikes the station. Now there are some defense grids online, so there's a good chance it'll get chunked up, and you'll see a lot of damage all over the station instead of just like taking out a couple of decks. But there's also the slim admitted chance that if you can make your way up to security within an hour and a half to get one of their torpedoes online and launched, you can avoid this whole thing.
And we have an hour for that, right?
Yeah.
And a half.
At this point, you're looking at like an hour and 15 minutes, giving you a little bit of wiggle room to actually like launch the thing. Because, you know, detonating something close to a station probably isn't good either.
And this is on the security that we figured out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We can get
So number 7.
All the way up in 7.
7.
So we'd have to bust through a ceiling, bust
So
through a floor,
we're gonna
bust
have
through a
to
ceiling,
check
bust
and
through a
see.
floor.
There is a possible way to get up there, right? You're not just like, I haven't mapped it, so.
There is a physical way to get up there, yes. I will admit, as DM, the likelihood is very low. There are ways to do it with what you have now, but you are looking at high-level risks. You've got 2 spacesuits. You could send 2 people up there in an attempt to do it. Or you could try to do your classic, like, send 2 people up, send 1 person back with 2 suits, and shuttle everybody. But that's assuming you don't immediately hit resistance, or that you actually find an open airlock. That being said, you've got enough oxygen, and the airlocks here will actually recharge your oxygen that you can poke around out there, but again, you're looking at scouting and whatnot.
Alright.
I don't know any of that, so I'm not from around here, you guys.
No shit.
Yeah.
And so did we get, unless I'm misremembering, I believe we got confirmation that the floors that were going to be taken out were the lower floors?
I don't think you got that confirmation.
Okay.
I think the confirmation you got is in the current setup, the active defenses are going to break up the micrometeor, or the meteor, into micrometeors, and it's going to pelt the station.
Oh, right.
Causing lower level damage to probably all of the decks.
Okay.
And we...
Whereas if you turned those off, there's a higher chance because you can disable the bottom right now. If you turn that off, you would increase the chance that larger chunks would hit a smaller area. So it might do serious damage to a couple of floors.
Which we did turn off the.
No, we didn't.
Internal,
we didn't.
not
Internal.
external.
Yep.
Robert was very clear about which
Yeah.
sides would
Good job.
be enabled,
Good
disabled.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
So.
We'll do this, y'all.
Okay.
So now we're at the space closet.
Yeah, and
Yep.
there's a lock on it.
And
Open it up. What's in there?
No, I do not want to open it up
Why not?
because
Bad things happen.
there could be something in there that. I mean, somebody put a mechanical lock on this for a reason.
Maybe it was pirates. Maybe they just locked a witness in that closet.
Why don't one of us put on the spacesuit, open the airlock, open the
Might be something cool in there.
depressurized.
All right. Anybody want to take this crowbar? I'm going to move about 40 feet back.
I'll take it. I'll take the crowbar and I'm like, Blue, get to work. Please, for me, if you don't mind.
I'm not wearing a suit.
The bourgeoisie.
Oh, well, you're wearing one, right? Or you didn't? You
We
didn't-
haven't put one on. Right?
Okay.
That was a
Yeah, you have two of them. I think you're currently carrying them
Yeah.
with the understanding that wearing them as armor is risky
yeah.
because any serious damage you take, and it won't be just like a hit. It will have to be a damage threshold when I go, okay, that's enough damage that the suit is ripped
Compromised.
or, compromised to a degree that it cannot heal itself.
Yeah.
They use some real simple, metamaterials and whatnot that will do some minor healing of stabs and cuts and stuff because you rip your suit out in space, you don't want to die because of that.
Yeah.
Get some nice
So
gel.
does two of us want to put on these suits?
Well,
One
it's
use
a
a crowbar.
closet. It's a closet. I don't think there's anything in the closet that can. You don't need a spacesuit
Are we
to look in the
Are
closet.
we talking about the same way that they? Oh no, wait. They closed the door, so we wouldn't have seen how they left.
Right.
Yeah, you
didn't
know
They went through
that they were planning, it looked like they were going out this way. You could be right. They may have just gone, aha, we've got them, ran over here and through the door and left you. But you did notice the indicator light on the door
Yeah, there was
went
decompression.
to black. So did decompress.
Yeah.
Alright.
That could mean that they actually cycled out, or it could mean over here is decompressed. Nobody's actually looked at the light, technically.
Yeah, because if they went through that way, then there wouldn't be anything left. Like it would have got sucked out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Are we going to retcon that vending machine you didn't tell us about?
Oh, yes. There was a vending machine back on reactor deck.
Snack 'em
With snacks, yes.
Yep.
life-giving nutrients.
Yep. So definitely keep that in mind as a place you can
Where is
either
that?
have interacted with already, and we can do a quick little retcon to say, what did you guys buy, if anything?
What was in there? It's just
Never
a-
even talked about it. Like, it was on the map, and I just didn't point it out. Reactor deck, it was...
Bottom level.
Yeah, it was literally across the way from that little engineer's office and kind of across the way from the control room
I
for the
mean,
reactor.
are we planning on going back there? Because if not,
Not right now.
I'd like to.
Can we just backtrack
Yeah,
real
do the
fast?
do the quick rewind time. This is what you guys were actually doing down there.
What was in there?
If you were lying to the pirates, there was actually some other stuff going on. So, by default, it has a wonderful selection of synthetic foods and drinks.
Oh my god. Anything real?
No, not down on that deck.
It has wonderfully real plastic.
It does have some anti-radiation injections on that level. But outside of that, one would have to hack into the device to modify it to produce other things.
What do you need to hack into it?
Digital. As in this point, you're dealing with something that literally...
You don't need a special tool, though.
Yeah.
Okay, let me try to hack into it.
You've got an electronics kit, right?
Yeah.
That would be more than enough to kind of work your way through it and
Oh,
kind of
the-
rewire it a bit too.
Please do it better. Add a D4 to that with guidance.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah.
Do it better.
Do it better.
So then the question, or the question eventually will become, what do you actually want this to be capable of producing? You can pull in blueprints from other connected decks.
Oh.
So right now that's medical, and that's the hangar bay. Outside of that, kind of limited access.
Okay. Oh, that's horrible.
Hmm.
So
I mean,
that's
we have the one white sitting right there.
Ah, yes, but remember what happened
Yeah.
when we got all black last time?
Yeah, it wasn't good.
I mean, it's not horrible. I mean, it's a 13.
Okay,
Holy shit.
so
Of a 7?
you're able to kind of quickly access, it notices it's compromised, and you buy yourself enough time that you can either get 4 of the items it already has pre-selected for free. So you're looking at food and drink, rations effectively. The anti-rad hypos, little injections that'll boost your resistance to radiation, flush your system a little bit. And yeah, it's mostly ration. It's canned beverages. It's
Rations would probably be good for us. Since
Yeah,
I'm the
yeah.
only one that has any.
Yep. The other option is you can pull one blueprint from another deck and have it print whatever it ends up being. Now, in your current state, you don't know what's available where, so it would be a bit of a gamble, but you do have the themes of the level to kind of run with.
I definitely think we should go with the rations because we do need those.
Yeah.
Health is thing we need, yes.
So maybe we can do 4, right?
Yep.
So maybe a set of rations for each of you, and
Except for that guy, he needs blood. But yes,
I can do both, right?
you need the blood as well.
Don't look at
I
me.
think
not me.
food is optional for you at this point.
So 3
I mean, one
rations
could say the blood is the food.
and something else.
I mean, I have some rations.
Where'd you get those?
I was the one that was taking rations from the first vending machine we found.
Yep.
Oh. I was voting on
Smart.
coffee, so I forgot about. I need to keep this body, like maybe I'll get out of here and I will still need
I
to
mean-
work. So
If you don't want rations, you can take another rad hypo. I'm gonna take a rad hypo, but
Yeah,
I suggest
I'll-
you two
I'll take a ration.
take
for
some
sure.
rations.
I'll take a red hypo.
Okay. So, quick little understanding of how the rad hypos work. They will reduce the radiation effect you are currently feeling by 1 level. This can stack with other effects, like, say, your rad suit. So it can take things down from low to mild, or if you're wearing both, low becomes none. And then you don't have to worry about, I spent 5 minutes in there. Yeah, I'm still fine.
So 1 ration is literally like 1 day ration.
Yeah, it's enough rations for a long rest.
Cool.
Noise, joyous noise.
The crunch. That's why the microphone's...
All right. So yeah, I have some things that I would like to investigate before we move on and open the closet. If you don't mind.
So, final decision is 2 food, 2 rad hypos?
Yes.
Cool. So yeah, back in the crusher room.
This door is clearly a closet, yes? This door.
Yes, you know from looking at the maps
Mhm.
that this is a closet.
It doesn't lead anywhere.
Doesn't connect anywhere else by
Okay,
design.
open the closet. Just
Hey, you want to open the closet, big guy?
open the closet.
There's something bad in there. I don't think I can
We're
handle
gonna
that
open
by
it
mistake.
and there will be mops. I'm telling you, there is nothing in there.
I'm gonna go.
I got my gun out and I was like,
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
In the
I'm gonna go to the
closet.
back. If can you move me back over by him? Yeah, her. Yep, right there. Yeah.
I'll be right here. Everyone's looking at blue.
Isn't their confidence just...
I what I want to
powerful
do, I want to take cover.
I give you a
Behind
crowbar,
the-
just like
behind the crushing machines.
behind the.
Alright.
I guess is that crush machines?
Yeah.
Okay.
So since it's a closet, like it doesn't have like a light, does it, for like the air conversion?
Yeah, no, it's got full light and everything on it.
oh, so what?
And the light's okay?
Yeah. It's reading yellow right now, I believe.
So it's fine.
Alright, I'll just like take the bottom of the crowbar, like smack it like a knock. Any response?
Give me perception.
Ooh.
All you need is just to knock.
14.
Okay. You can hear something faint on the other side. You know these doors are relatively thick. They're designed to withstand decompression and to be able to hold back atmosphere from zero atmosphere. So they're designed to be able to take a decent amount of pressure. So you probably aren't going to be able to hear through it really well. It's going to muddle a lot of the sound, and that's kind of what you're picking up on, that there is noise on the other side. You just can't make out what it is. But it's constant. It's not like somebody...
I'll jam the crowbar in and try and force the door open.
Okay, give me a strength check with advantage. to
By the way,
pop the lock.
I got both my guns ready.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Righty and lefty are ready.
Ooh, you said just a strength roll?
Yep.
12.
Okay. Pop it in there, give it a push, keep pushing, just not really making any purchase on this thing. You see it bulges out a little bit with your push, but it's pretty well locked in there.
You're quiet in there. How's it going?
Fellows, this is no closet. This is a safe. It is impossible to gain entry.
Let me look.
Unbreachable.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. Try it again, but this time, I believe in you. Tap your shoulder and cast guidance on you. So add a d4.
So are you standing by Barry while this is happening, or are you
No,
tapping
I'm
and
just
then running
tapping
back,
and
closing the
Yep,
door
it's
and
like-
staring through the window?
It's like
I'll-
1, 2, tap.
yeah. Support with you.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
believe in you.
After that happens, like Barry's gonna look over to the major and like Damascus is like, really? Or am I gonna try again?
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
this.
All right,
You got this.
I'll try
I was
again.
not in favor of this. So.
I'll try again.
This is how Barry Wheeler dies.
You can do
Very
it.
weird.
Sorry, I got a...
Oh wait, why'd I go with advantage? Oh wait, was that because of the crowbar?
Yeah, crowbar is giving you
and then,
advantage
and then you
here.
get, and then you get +4.
D4. Yep.
Yep.
Because I
Okay,
believe
so
in
that
you.
is 22.
All right, so you find, I've been pulling on the wrong part of this, shift it over a bit, start applying force just to one of the little corners.
Yeah. You got this.
You have the right one, baby.
No.
What will be Barry's demise?
Tough one to pop there. Okay. So you pop the manual security lock off this thing.
Oh shit, is there a
Door's
alarm
still
screen?
closed. Nope. Effectively, imagine somebody took like a padlock and chain and just like prevented the door from
okay.
opening inwards. You've removed that. Now all you gotta do is just open the door.
Yeah, you popped the lock and dropped it.
Just
I-
just around the corner, just like my hand pops out with a thumbs up.
I'll look at that thumb. I'll give it the finger gun, and then I'll look over at Damascus and like look at finger guns. Alright,
I
yeah.
got you.
I'll pop it
It's,
open.
Okay.
it's ready.
I'm telling
What
you.
will kill Barry? Let me see.
Mops.
First, give me a charisma saving throw.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, is a person.
Telling you, it's all
Where's the
mops.
20 in this mess?
It's all mops.
Oh, this one.
There's several.
Mops
Yeah.
for days.
Ooh. Ooh. 8.
Oh, shoot.
Okay.
Yeah, Barry is a large blue hair man that looks almost animal-like.
So, roll your dexterity save with disadvantage then.
Okay. Dexterity save, that's 18.
Okay. So, all of a sudden, your senses are just kind of awash. Everything, the color fades out of it. Everything goes black and white for you. You see something in the next room, but you can't really make out what it is. It looks It looks like a wireframe.
Okay, so you said like everything went black and white, so like I cannot clearly see right now, or I saw that and then I couldn't clearly see.
A little both.
A little bit of both. Okay.
Yeah.
I will then.
Your vision is still black and white.
And at the moment, I feel no pain, like nothing's attacking me.
No, the only thing you see is this weird kind of like, imagine a late 90s video game,
Like
wireframe
like
of a
Little
dog.
Man. Oh, dog.
Like dog-like shape, but roughly 5 feet tall.
I will look back to where I know Damascus to be. Do I see him?
Look back, you see Damascus in black and white.
Do I see anything in there?
Damascus, do you see Dalko?
You look in there and give me a charisma save.
Yes.
How's it going,
That's the
guys?
same thing I rolled. Hopefully he has a better modifier.
One way to find out.
12.
He does have a better modifier.
Not too bad. Okay. You watch as your vision kind of desaturates a bit. It's not full black and white, but it's like you've been thrown into a Gears of War game or a war movie. Everything's very earth-tony all of a sudden, which is weird on a space station that is mostly metals.
Yeah.
Everything kind of has just lost its luster.
Close the door. Close the door.
But what about the doggo?
Close the door.
There's a
Make
dog?
another dexterity saving throw at disadvantage, please.
There's a dog in there?
Don't tell me you don't see the dog.
I'm not even there.
My god, that is the second 20 I've rolled on disadvantage. So hey, I get the 4, which with my dex mod is 7.
Cool. Okay. So it starts as just a stinging paper cut of a feeling, like somebody ran a piece of paper across your chest.
Doggo, why?
I take 15 points of slashing damage.
Barry's down.
Shit.
Okay, so the lot of you watch as Barry just like all of a sudden looks down and then just falls back, and there's an actual like little spurt of blood as a result.
I don't mean to pause the action, but like, is that the 5th time Barry's gone down to 0 now?
I think so.
Yeah.
At least. Say, Major, we gotta close that door.
Yeah, go for it.
When I remember Star Wars, they shoot.
That's how electronics works.
Oh my lord.
They shoot the door and it goes shut.
All right, give it a shot.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. Spend some ammo, see what happens.
Okay, laser. Boom. Diggity.
Nah, he shoots Barry.
Shot goes wide, strikes the wall nearby, and sizzles. You don't so much hear as you feel something. It feels like really low bass. You can literally feel it in your bones. Actually, the 3 of you who are conscious can feel that.
Is it like drum and bass party in there? What's going on?
I'm gonna shoot the full Chevy.
Okay.
Fuck this.
You
You have that die again.
I told you, don't roll the same die multiple times.
Oh boy. Boy, oh boy.
So that's a miss, I'm going to assume?
10.
Okay. Shot and miss. Yeah. All right.
I look at you and I'm like,
Yeah, what's going
Bro,
on?
So
Something bad.
you watch as the door frame, like, lines start appearing in the side of it. Like, take your classic Star Wars, we're cutting a hole through a door kind of moment. But they're doing it as if they were walking through the doorway with the blade out to the side, cutting through the side. And you're watching as this hits for like 5 or 6 different areas.
General Grievous.
Do I have to make a charisma save now?
Yep, now that
We
it's
got
in the
out of
room.
here.
Why did the pirates open the store?
We made a bad mistake.
Oh, that's probably the best charisma save I've ever made in this game. 20.
Nice. All right, you remain focused and resolute. Your vision remains normal, and you can see this best described as kind of a wire out frame of a creature until it starts to move. And you start realizing there's more depth than you can normally see as it's shifting.
Fourth dimensional?
Yes. Open the fucking door. God damn you guys!
Listen, we're a curious bunch, and we happen to drag the major along.
Eventually, you will learn what happens to cats.
I mean, we know we got strong, and
Barry's on 5, so he's got 4 to go.
So I'm outside of that room.
Yep. So
I'm gonna peek in.
no,
Just
no,
like the door is open. I hear screams, so I'm just curious nature.
No, you just heard a very soft doggo whine.
Yeah,
and then thump.
and then 2 shots.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So I like just peek in. What do I see?
Charisma save with advantage.
With advantage. Thank God. That's 15.
15.
Oh,
Okay.
saving throw? Actually 17.
Yeah, saving throw. Okay. You also managed to remain resolute in your vision.
Yeah.
You are catching this thing from the side, and every now and again you're watching as part of it becomes a lot more visible. You're seeing what seems to be some clear blue mass that then seems to fold back into space itself.
So it's like shifting and changing its shape?
I'm
As
trying to
it
think of a
moves?
good way of like how to describe it.
Like, could it be
It's like a square within a square.
Is it like Ether
Not
from
precise.
Thor 2? Have you watched that movie even? It's a shitty
I don't
movie.
remember it very
But
well,
Ether-
but yes, I
It's
have
not a
seen
really
it.
good movie.
It's not a good movie.
Okay, think of it this way. Think of it as if a creature exists in that space. But you're constantly holding like 3 fingers up to your face, and you're only able to see through the fingers.
Oh, I see.
You're seeing bits and pieces of it, and the pieces you're seeing are shifting as it
Oh, I
moves.
see.
Okay,
So it's like as
kinda
you're
like-
seeing it from the right angle, you're actually seeing it.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Barry didn't see it. He
Yeah.
saw the corners
Yeah,
of
I
it.
see.
Okay, so kind of like a CRTV almost.
Kind
Do
of.
I see Barry dead on the ground?
You see him on the ground. You see him with a clear,
Whoa! I haven't had any
He's not
death
dead
sales.
yet. Dying Barry
Okay, dying
with a
Barry.
Bleeding
clear
out,
cut
Barry,
across
please.
the stomach that is just like bright red.
Oh, that doesn't look good.
It
So it cauterized the wound.
no. It looks like the like. Give me a quick medicine check.
Sure. Easy as that. No. 3. Medicine? 3.
That's blood.
That's blood.
There's blood, and the shirt is cut, and ooh, that's blood.
no. Okay.
Entrails.
I will.
No entrails.
I will immediately.
Just blood.
Immediately, because blue's my best bud. I'm gonna run up here
Oh dear.
Okay.
about, let's say, so this creature is occupying this space or this space?
Yes. Currently, you can think of it as in the doorway.
Okay, so I'm not gonna get too close to it, but I'm gonna run towards my best bud. And I'm gonna do.
Hmm?
Oh shit! I have to do
Really?
it now. Yes.
Really?
Come on, little bubbles.
Ladies and gentlemen at home,
Come on.
he has a bubble wand.
Things are happening. Oh. Bubbles.
We got
I got
3
2.
bubbles.
I-
2 bubbles.
5 total. Good enough for me. Anyway, I'm gonna do color spray. So extend my hands out, and I'm seeing this shifty monster. So if not blinding it, I want to at least know what is actually it. So kind of like do a visual for everything. So purple sparkles and pink as well.
Okay.
So I would like the monster to make I believe it's a dexterity saving throw. Or wait, no, I think I'm rolling. Let me double check.
I would assume it's a save for this, but give it a check.
Color spray 5e. It might work like
regular attack.
Like sleep, yeah. You roll X amount of
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah,
dice.
that sounds right from
All
previous.
right, roll 6d10.
Yeah.
All right, so that will be 16, 20, 37.
Okay.
37.
So you open up on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
You catch bits and pieces of the blue flesh you saw,
Mm-hmm.
and that has kind of become this purple pink. And then you watch as that kind of screen door effect moves on, and you just don't see the color anymore. It's just back to blue.
So the color passed through it?
The
creature
seems to
wasn't
have stuck
there?
on it, but the part you're looking at has changed. So more so think it's not physically here all the time, or all of it is not physically here at all times.
So do I think it affected the creature at all?
Psionic abilities,
So
you're getting a no on that.
Color spray hit points. So if it has more than 37 hit points.
Yeah, you're getting a strong no on that.
All right. So I say, kill it, or and I'm gonna back out. Just like, you guys, we should close the door. We should close the door from the corridor to the side.
Time to bury your boy Blue.
Yeah. All right, next turn, Blue. I'll come back maybe if the other companions will be alive. I don't know. Good luck.
Okay, so I will give the two of you an action.
Should I try to shoot it again?
I'm going to try to shoot it.
Okay. I will let you know you have disadvantage to attempt to shoot this thing. Because as you're looking at this, you're realizing I can shoot where it seems to be, but to actually hit where it is visibly existing?
Try to shoot it.
Hey, Gunman, I still got the shotgun on my body if you want to try like widespread shooting.
Oh, that was such a
Means I have to
good
get
roll,
right
but that
in
one
front of it.
isn't.
You can do it. You're Damascus.
It's 11.
Okay. Shot goes through where it seems to exist, but it clearly strikes the back wall over here. Anybody want to give me like a science or something?
I will do that.
Xeno handling?
Sure, I'll give you Xeno handling on this.
Science is an intelligence thing.
Oh yeah!
I will
21.
poorly.
Nice.
Okay, with a 21 total?
Yeah.
You run through some like thoughts and whatnot, and you go, okay, out on a limb here, we're going into theoretical biology, theoretical xenobiology, almost to the point of going extra-dimensional. Most life that has been encountered, created, or interacted with is all simple and similar to you guys.
So that's another question I wanted to ask. Like, in this universe, are aliens there? Like, do we know that we're not
You
alone?
found microbes on Mars, and you found really small life on the oceans of Europa.
So there are no actual proof that we're not alone, so to say.
You're not alone, but currently the closest thing you found is like a fish.
Right. Okay.
Cool fishy.
So yes, there is alien life out there, which for a lot of people is like, hey, that changes a ton of the numbers.
Right.
But you've
fish
never.
are not invaders.
At
Yeah.
the moment, we have no knowledge of complex other life forms out there.
The thing, if it's no longer human that you saw on the reactor core, probably the first non-human species you've encountered that has attempted communication.
That's so freaking cool. Now let's kill this fucker.
I wonder if our second characters, which come and find the dead bodies of our first characters, will look at them and be like, those are the people who discovered aliens.
I'm very excited to be
So anything else on the Xeno handling? 21?
With that 21, your guess would be this is a creature that either exists parallel to our dimension and is capable of kind of shifting or phasing between the two of them, or exists on some higher plane of dimensionality, in which case it is trying to squeeze itself into a lower dimension, and it is not translating well.
So not. I should still have my guns out. Cool.
Guns out? Yeah, sure. But you're looking at something that you're going, we do not have the proper weapons to fight this thing. You would want something that is an area of effect.
Yeah.
You would want grenades,
Shove
explosives,
it back into the
flame.
closet and close the door.
Decompression might be your best answer at this point for the space you're looking at. That being said, you have an unconscious man who is not connected to anything who would go right out that door.
Yeah, and neither of us have spacesuits on.
No.
Yep, and they take at least a minute to get into.
So about 10 rounds.
That being said, you could half-ass it and just slap the helmet on and see if that works for you.
Hope to, whatever God's up there.
Most of your vital locations where you lose oxygen are right on your head.
So what do you guys want to do?
Should I try to shoot the door again?
I think it's a little late for that.
I'll go on top of it.
Yeah, like do the, what is it? Rancor.
That, would work if it was existing at the moment the door was closing. You might literally hit it, start pushing it down, and then it ceases to exist at that point, in which it may be able to just literally walk through the door. The more you're thinking about it, it doesn't make sense this thing was stuck in the closet. It may have just been there at the time.
It just liked what was in there. It liked the smell.
Uh-huh. So, if it has feelings but liked being there, can we just talk to it?
Yeah, parlay is go ahead.
We would like parlay.
Says the woman with nothing to lose in this fight.
I can just close the door and you guys.
Not the problem.
Yep.
Okay, so you've seen the Major take a shot at it. You've watched as looked like it was going in for a hit, and then just went to the nothing part of it at that point. Oh, that fly's gonna get it.
Yeah, I'm already.
Oh no. 88 or ADD focus on the fly over here. I need something to where's my fly?
Yeah. Gotta kill it.
I'm gonna say Major. You secure blue.
What?
Fair answer.
Secure blue. I'll distract it.
Okay.
I still have those other character sheets. I just need a few moments
And
to
hold
button up the
on.
level.
Oh, this is going to end badly.
Mm-hmm.
I got you, bud.
I'm excited to be part of this.
Yeah. Things are happening.
Oh yes, they are.
We're playing.
So what are you gonna do? Come on.
I'm going to. Where's the airlock?
Literally right behind you.
Right behind you. Oh my!
Literally, a hand goes back behind you, and that's all it would take.
Do I have anything that I can wrap around anything to hold on?
Oh yeah. So all of the airlocks and most of the hallways around here.
Okay? Wait around.
So all the airlocks, most of the hallways, they have simple grab bars that are
Yeah.
designed for decompression events. The idea is exhale, hold on to something, wait for it to decompress, and then find a way out, or find some sort of breathing apparatus.
Or press it back, then wait till that goes out.
Yeah, pulling aliens effectively.
Shit.
Yep. Or alien. No, that was aliens. Yeah.
Because it's either that for me, or try to shoot the door again.
That's your two options today? Oh my god.
He just doesn't like doors,
What?
man.
Yeah, what kind of
Door.
game are you playing?
Or walk up and try to parlay.
I
That's a different option, yeah. Just make a decision, man.
yeah, don't worry, but your life's on the line. Just make a choice.
I'm gonna tell you, go secure him. I'm gonna try to parlay But if it comes to it, hold on. We're gonna depressurize, and then I'll repressurize. Okay.
Whichever you don't take, I'll take the other one.
Tactician, what do you think?
That's what you should have led with, but
And yeah, he's just got rid of me. Oh fuck, we're gonna die.
Yeah. Are we good?
Just no response. She's just given up and like
just shocked to the point of like loss of self-preservation. So what's your plan?
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna walk out, try to distract the beam.
Okay, so halfway.
Yeah, I'm gonna put.
What's
the
your
guns back.
distraction plan here?
I'm just walk up like, hey, little guy. Hey, how's it going?
Oh boy.
Just try and do because I was hired here to be like an animal handler, crocodile Dundee guy.
Easy there, other blue.
Yep. Yep. So I'm like, the sun's getting real low.
Oh no, not the worst, most forced romance.
Right. And
But
so
still
I'm
a better
gonna
romance
try
than
to
Twilight.
it's alien to me. So try to calm this beam.
Okay, so give me a Xeno handling check, and I'm gonna give you disadvantage on this.
Lord.
Because this is not only like things you've never come across before, this is,
I'm being real calm, like non-threatening.
to you, you are non-threatening.
Yeah. Oh, fuck me. Nat 1.
Ooh.
I die instantly?
No, that's
very.
No,
That's just-
you'll struggle.
No, you must suffer.
Hey, wait, I'm gonna get a cookie first to make it a little better, okay?
There you go.
so. Barry,
Yes.
evens or odds?
Hey, you check that dice, okay? I don't want it.
Evens.
Okay, so if this rolls evens, the creature munches on you again. If it rolls odds, it's going after you.
Thorax is ready. Well, I have to level him up once, but it's ready.
Odds.
Nice.
So your distraction plan worked.
Yay!
Yep.
Oh shit.
We'll use the dwarf to do its last known position. So you watch as it moves through. It actually clips through some of the machinery. You watch as part of that literally like slides off, corner of it slides off, and you see into some of the crushing ore crushing machines inside, large grinders and whatnot. And
What the?
as it approaches you,
Uh,
what's your AC?
my AC is 15. Woo!
Okay. So you feel like a bit of a breeze right near your face. You watch as the wall next to you gets kind of carved open, like somebody has cut through it like knife through butter style. You see sparks flying out from the walls. You see a tube starts leaking some sort of brackish liquid.
All good things must come to an end.
And a second, ooh, lucky you, a second whiz, and the floor underneath you, the like grated floor, some of it literally starts just getting like cut clean through.
But he's fine?
Rolled low both
Holy
times.
Shit. You're invincible.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
You have bought yourselves another turn to do stuff.
Oh,
So
okay.
effectively imagine like just a whirlwind of destruction is kind of existing in front of Damascus.
I
Right?
mean, there's nowhere you could run from such a thing on a space station.
All right, are we doing initiative or are we just
Just kind of playing it by ear right now.
Okay. So?
Please, you do you.
If you start like legit fighting and shooty combat, then yeah, we'll go from there. But
6, and I will kind of shoulder Damascus, or no,
Barry?
Barry.
Okay, yeah. Speaking of which, Barry, please give me that D20 roll. See how the bleeding is doing.
15.
Okay. Doing
So
okay.
can I? Like, we're not in combat, so we can talk, right? So I'm looking inside the room.
Yep.
I say, well,
Shit.
shit, it doesn't look good. But if we all get into the closet and close the door, one of us stays outside and opens the airlock,
Yeah, that was my plan.
right?
Yeah.
But the promise is that what if this piece of shit destroys the airlock door as it goes through like a chipper shredder?
Or we could just go to this side and...
We can do that.
Yes.
So we kind of need to do it fast. So who's gonna like? You can do it, mate.
Suddenly Australia.
Here's the problem.
We're gonna put another Barry on the bobby.
Yeah, here's the problem. We're not in combat, yes?
We're in more of a cinematic combat.
Okay.
Let's put it that way.
If I will use a psi hypo, would it be my action, so to say, or I can do something else after that?
It depends on what you want to do.
I will do the psi hypo
Okay.
immediately.
Stab yourself.
Yep, and then I will say,
Ooh, Bernie.
it feels good actually. I like that.
Smells like steam.
tingly sensation.
Yeah, I feel coconut at the back of my throat.
Hairball.
Yes, let's get out of here and open the airlock. Fangs, you do the airlock, and let's take care of the Blue, and I will produce another stim hypo for him. Will you help me carry him? You're doing great. You're
You're doing great, champ. We're gonna get this fly.
If you leave me, I'm gonna come back and kill you.
No, I'm with you, mate.
I'm gonna
You're,
space ghost you.
If you stare me down, I should come back. and
you're,
walk
you're
over
doing
and
great.
walk
Just
back.
like go to that door, and on the count of 3, when this door closes, you just pop that airlock. Solid. We got this. And
We do?
Do you have stim hypo for him?
I have one on my sheet, but I think I used it, so...
Okay, I have 2 on me currently, so that's why I was asking, can I do like 2 things per turn? So 1 on me, and 1 I'm pretty much running for Blue to hit him with another one with the stim hypo.
The hypos, you can do one of those a turn. Yeah.
just stay where you are, and I'll bring him to you.
If you can, please do. Hurry
I
up.
mean, if you go in the room...
Yeah, no.
then-
My hand is on the bottom, like
Yeah.
hypo is here, hands are like I'm ready to close it.
When it's
Yeah,
my
Blue,
turn.
come on, just like bring him back, bring him here.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
assume we're still doing kind of turns.
Yeah.
So as soon as it's my turn again, yeah, I'm out of there.
It's now.
Yeah, at this point, might as well be. Yeah, if you're
Yeah,
done doing whatever you
I'm-
want to do.
Yeah.
Yep. Barry's already had his death saving throw for this turn, so you're up.
All right, yeah.
Drag back in over there.
Shit.
Just thumbs up.
Terminator thumbs up.
I'll be back.
Oh, this is great. This is great.
I'm glad you have a character rolled up because I didn't.
So I'm assuming the door closes, leaving you in here.
Yeah.
Cool. As a bonus action, I'm going to disengage
Good call.
and go. Ah! Just so they don't. So the creature doesn't go that way. Hey, come look at me! Come look at me! They're looking at me.
This worked too well.
Best.
Okay.
And I'm going to.
Hit the button.
Yeah,
Don't forget to hold on.
Hold on. Hit the button. Exhale. As
Yeah.
the door opens. Wait to hopefully see this thing pass through and not hit me.
You
or
should
kill
like
me.
hold like this.
Yeah, like just like
yeah.
whatever. I
The best of the grips you have.
Yep. And please, oh please, let this work.
It would be so great.
and click the button.
You hit the button, and it gives you the airlock is currently malfunctioning. Are you sure you wish to open this door?
Oh, fuck.
So it's basically the safety check for the airlock saying like, hey, it's decompressed out there. Are you sure?
Yes. Do it.
Hit it again. All right, give me an athletics check.
Let me see before I do this. Yeah, give me one of those bad boys. I had to look at my plus. I was like, nope.
I imagine we're like in that corridor and the elevator music is playing. Classic music, just like.
How you doing?
Let's just say what's the DC? What do I need to get?
You're looking at like a good 12.
I got an 11. Ooh, I got an 11 because I have a +0 to athletics. Acrobatics though.
Acrobatics, yeah, that's good, right? That's
Acrobatics. I have like a 6, like a +5.
yeah.
This definitely has to be more strength based. This is sheer capability of holding on as the area quickly depressurizes.
Damn it. Okay.
All right.
Do I need to start rolling up your character now?
I mean, you've got some chances out there. You prepped yourself breath-wise. You've got your Constitution mod worth of turns to do stuff.
Yeah.
That being said, yes, you have lost control. Give me a dexterity saving throw. See if you can grab on to the edge as you're being sucked out.
Please,
Yeah.
please.
Okay.
You gotta live. You gotta
We
live.
are in
Yeah.
all bad luck.
Use
That
that
one? That
Do
one?
it. Wait.
Oh, yeah, okay. 19.
Okay.
All right. So, lose your grip that you started with, start getting pulled out, manage to catch one of the bars on the inside of the second door frame.
Yeah,
So currently your legs are exposed to the vacuum of space,
great.
while your upper half is still inside the airlock as it is depressurized.
Yeah, okay.
That being said, this critter
Yeah.
is going to...
And you have all blacks. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Okay.
Oh.
So it doesn't do a great job of holding on. You watch as it kind of barrels towards you. Well, what parts of it you can see. Again, slicing through some of the material. You watch as it cuts through some of the
Yeah.
airlock and starts flying past you. Give me a luck check. You want this to be 11 or higher.
Do you want a big one? Do you want a big one?
Big showy?
I will let you use one of those.
Oh, dear Lord. 17!
All right. It clips the side opposite of you, and you watch as the handhold on that other side gets clipped off and goes sucking off into space.
Okay.
I'm like
Gonna-
inside of that corridor. I'm like, I wonder how he's doing there.
You checking the
I'm
door,
just-
it's like red. Hasn't decompressed all the way yet.
I'm like just trying.
Okay. So here's the fun thing with the lack of oxygen and whatnot. Anytime you do something that is considered strenuous, you take 2 turns worth of oxygen to do it.
Oh shit! How many turns with oxygen do I have?
What's your Constitution mod?
Oh, Constitution's 3.
You got 3 turns
That's not bad.
before the pressure starts getting
But
to
if I
you
do strenuous, it costs me 2 turns.
to do that action. Yeah. So if your strenuous action gets you inside, next turn you're able to hold on and close the door. Good.
Can I? How long does it take to depressurize to, and then it wouldn't be strenuous anymore?
That'll be at least another turn. You're dealing with a decent amount of space here. It's pulling pretty quickly. You've got this side door as well. Again, small space, but a lot of oxygen gets compressed in there.
Well, shit. Would if I let it depressurize, would the DC be lower since I'm not going against the flow?
Mm-hmm. You're just operating in 0G, in which case I would let you even use acrobatics to move around in 0G.
Yeah, we're gonna let it depressurize.
Okay.
Oh shit!
So,
Okay.
Oh, yay. Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
As you're holding on.
Oh, fuck me. Sorry, it's gonna be R-rated on this.
Yeah.
podcast
Oh
today.
yeah. Oh yeah. No, that's fair. Hold on. Let me get a quick
Can I have a
little.
like,
All five.
Can I have a little like note at the end of this podcast? Just say,
Mhm.
"Hello, viewers.
Oh yeah. Hey, you want to do a little side thing? I'm happy to.
This
record.
was Damascus."
In fact, do that while I'm looking something up real quick.
Okay.
Get a nice like ASMR moment with the microphone.
Hello, viewers. It's Damascus here. It's been a
Stop destroying my things.
it's been a great 5 sessions. It's a pleasure to know each and every one of you, especially our viewer in China,
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. Oh, hey, sorry.
I mean, technically speaking, but with everything going on over there.
Hey, we got your back, rebel.
What?
Anyways, over there,
Viewers.
viewers, please send good vibes Damascus' way before he dies in outer space. Please send your ideas for a new character to at Robbie Not Bobby. Thank you. Good night.
On that note, Peter over here is also a gunslinger. Would you like to see what
I think I'm gonna do that psionic thing.
Hey, that's on Brandon. No.
No, I guess-
That's all me. Don't you try to.
There's different psionics than telepaths, bro.
It's true. Battle Mind is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Dude.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You just don't know what's cool, okay? Mind reading is cool.
To copy you. So hot.
Hot. Yeah. We'll all have our strengths, okay?
Yeah, mine was taking the fall.
I'm just good at dancing.
It's one of those things that I always imagine somebody's got a chart for, and then I go looking for it. It takes forever to find.
Oh, it's okay. Take your time.
This
Yeah.
is what I'm looking for.
Damascus just hanging outside.
Literally, yeah. Quite literally.
Okay, yeah, we'll go with a D6 here, okay?
Yeah.
Let me know what you get.
Oh, it's not great.
White big one.
I want to use this.
Nope.
Okay.
Novelty size D6?
6.
6, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that good or bad?
Not great. Give me a D20 roll on top of that. For severity,
Use this one this time.
8.
an 8, you say.
Yeah, Ocho.
Okay.
Okay.
Roll me a D4 and let me know if you get a 4.
Yes.
That's actually a good thing in this case.
Oh, thank goodness.
But there's some other bad news that comes with it. So, creature on its way out
Yeah.
pulled the classic horror movie moment of, no, actually it's hanging on. It reached over, and on its way over, struck you in the head.
In the head.
Yep.
In the head.
So you are stunned for the time being. The one in the 4 that you rolled means that you are not permanently disfigured by this blow.
I'm not.
You are not, surprisingly.
Thank goodness, but I'm stunned.
But you're stunned, which means you'll need to make a Constitution saving throw to
Roll that.
break that.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Okay. It is a DC 15 or a long rest. Or a short rest, sorry.
Yeah, nat 20.
Nice. Okay, so you lose a turn as it's depressurizing, you're waiting on it. Then this thing clubs you, and you're basically out for another turn.
What?
So you've got one last turn. Room's depressurized. Creature's still on the outside of the hull.
I'm gonna...
Flitting in and out of existence.
I'm gonna just dive inside.
Okay?
And as a bonus action, hit the button.
Okay. Give me an acrobatics.
Just flip it twice.
Once per turn, may you use fortune.
Oh,
Do you want it to get in? Or, and I will let you know, if you get in, you're going to be giving me a dexterity at disadvantage to hit the button to make it work. Because you're basically on the edge of blacking out, getting that tunnel vision. It's can you do it?
So it's disadvantage on that one.
It'd be disadvantage on the second. Yeah.
Let's do regular on the second, and then just 2 regular rolls, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, shoot.
So first acrobatics.
That is 14.
Good enough. You manage to hurl yourself inside. Feel the gravity return back to you. You are fumbling for a button. I have flipped it for you.
No, I'm talking about the white die.
Oh,
Big die.
This is a pure dex check.
Oh.
No proficiency, just dex mod.
Oh, just dex saving throw?
No.
Just dex.
Oh,
Yep.
Okay. 3 plus 3. 13?
Good to go. Hit that button. Door closes and seals.
And I just like
And you're
pass
just
out.
yeah, you're out of oxygen at that point.
And hope for the best.
Okay. A lot of you on the outside have watched it go red, black. Time stretches out for a while, and then you see it goes red.
So yellow is good, right?
Yellow is okay.
Okay.
Green is good.
Right.
Yellow
red
usually
is
means
all-
low pressure or.
So should it wait until it like is green?
I don't think it's going to get green.
Y'all are in a space where it's yellow.
Yeah.
Oh, are we? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Barry says
Oh yeah. While that shit all happened, I'll just stim hypo berry.
Okay.
So 2d4 plus 2 hit points, mate.
2d4 plus 4.
Yeah.
2d4 plus.
And I kind of like rub your scruff, like back of the neck a little, like, hey man,
12 max.
wake up.
It should be 10. 2d4 plus 2.
Oh, 2d4.
10.
Okay, yeah. Team.
Wake up. Also, you're bleeding. Seems like.
What happened to Doggo?
What doggo? Oh, it was a beast. Don't worry about it. I think it's dead with fangs.
Poor Doggo. Whose fangs?
The guy who was hanging out with us. Don't worry about it. He was the one who was shooting the pistols. It doesn't matter. But we probably should check out what's going on. Yeah.
Jazelle's just over here like, oh yes, all the disposable people, and then me.
So
Open the door. Save handguns.
So I'm gonna turn the corner and you open the door, okay?
I'm hitting it immediately. I'm hitting the door immediately if I see it.
Okay.
Okay. Pop the door open. There's that whoosh of air as air is leaving your area to fill this one a little bit.
I'm holding my skirt. Okay. Like, woo!
As you are looking in the room, you see, well, the machinery in the way. You see the airlock door is currently closed. The room is quiet.
Seems fine.
Handguns?
There's no reply.
Damn. Gonna miss him.
Yeah, he was okay.
Okay, I walk in the room, go over and check the body.
So before you move over there, before you're about to like turn back to people, you start to watch as the door starts to glow red in one spot.
Okay, so yeah, we're getting him out of there and coming back
Yeah,
this way.
yeah, real fast. Go grab Damascus and like bring him here or there. Where are we going? I don't know.
The elevator's on this side. We don't know what's on that side.
There's only one way to find out.
But there are only elevators that bring us down on this side.
Well,
Yes,
to get
no?
anywhere else, we're gonna need an elevator.
Are we gonna start counting feet, or are we still not like in that kind of like scenario yet?
Do I need to do death
Feet?
save right
Like
now?
movement.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Are we gonna start counting movement, or?
Alright. I see.
First save. Okay. So yeah, let's. I don't know. Do you want to? God damn it!
I mean,
Stay this side.
I mean,
So-
if I see his body at all, I'm going to grab it.
So you don't see it because it's on the floor and there's machinery on it. But mid-discussion, as you're saying this, you start to hear the whistle of air.
Yeah. Get the body and bring it here.
What body?
Go over there by the airlock. Get the whatever the hell his name was.
He's already dead to us.
Yeah,
And bring him back here.
I like how
He even gave a eulogy for himself.
I like how we all forgot his name all of a sudden. Just like, oh, help.
Poor Damascus.
Inspect, come on, whistle, what are
I'll
whistle?
go look by the door.
Yeah.
So you walk your way in. Any particular path you taking here?
Just
Quickest.
the way that I perceive to be the quickest to the airlock.
Okay, so you work your way over this way. By the time you land over here, you start seeing the floor. You start seeing that red glow kind of slicing its way through it. And it's not just a single point. It starts as one, and then you watch more of it kind of popping out of the floor, quickly followed by that telltale hiss of oxygen.
I will attempt to jump over it.
Oh, it's over here.
Oh, okay. I heard you say the
So
floor.
you can just like pop over this way. That's no problem. Okay, make your way over here. You see, has popped over this way. See, it seems to be moving in that direction. Still good?
Yeah, I'm grabbing Damascus.
Okay. Pop over to him. You see, out cold, face is kind of blue. Well, not full blue at this point, but losing color.
I mean, just fireman carry.
Okay. Pop him on the shoulder. Ha.
Bring him here,
Yeah,
bring him here.
I'm waiting for the
Faster.
I keep on expecting the DM to like say something, and then this happens.
Yeah.
I am
Okay.
running towards the door which I came from.
All right.
And you can do a dash because that's
Yeah.
a bonus action.
Oh, yeah.
So you make it over here.
Uh-huh.
When the station itself shutters,
Yay!
and you find there's a moment where it's just this constant hiss. You're watching as now there's this line running from effectively the right wall over here all the way over towards the wall here. That there's just this remnants of white hot metal. The room is it sounds like a train is passing in terms of how loud the air escaping is. And you're starting to realize you can't catch your breath in here anymore.
Okay. Alright. So.
Is the door this open here?
Nope.
Oh, no? I
Nope.
thought we opened this door that he came through.
It opened and then it closed.
What is the other? Never mind. I can't see anything. I was gonna have to.
I mean, feel free to ask.
What does the other door look like?
Yellow at this point.
Do we see through the door what's happening in there?
No.
Wonderful.
So from what I'm seeing from like all like the air suction, like all the hot white, like from what Barry's seeing, he's believing it's impossible to get through to that door, the door he came in through.
You could try to like make your way over there, but as you're looking at it, that's looking like something is like breaching through it. You're watching a boat as it is breaking in half, and you have seen the crack running across it.
Okay.
You know, moving towards it, there's the chance that if that breaks, you'll be in the middle of it when that breaks. There's also the chance you'll get through to the other side.
Barry believes he remembers that Damascus was carrying one of the spacesuits.
That'll take a minute to get.
10 rounds is a lot of time.
I'm just gonna start putting it on him.
Still, even worse.
Yeah, that's
Putting
weird.
it on
You
unconscious
could still
body.
start with the helmet
Yeah.
if you want to give that a shot.
Okay, so
Can we? Yeah, there's
so
a lot of problems
I don't know
here.
if you can hear me through the door, but I yell, "Go over to the other side. There's probably another elevator on that side, and we can meet up down below."
What does the decompression sign says on the door?
On the door, red.
Still red?
Still red.
I pop it open.
Okay.
Oh,
And
damn it.
what do I see? Like,
There's an immediate just pop of air. You get the classic like eardrums going, whoa, hey.
okay,
Yep. But effectively you're looking down and it's like somebody took a welder and just ran it across the floor and the walls
Okay.
of the ceiling.
to check out if it's going on now and it's just like doing this, I will grab my mug and chuck it into the room to see if it's like.
Can I reach around and close the door?
Okay, so two of you are trying to do two opposing things.
What I do is like, I open the
Athletics
door.
or acrobatics?
I open the door and I just chuck the mug into there just to see if this like field is like doing
Still.
it right now.
Give me
sure.
athletics or acrobatics to see whose action takes precedence.
So I didn't roll good, so it's
I didn't roll good either,
it's
but
a 12.
it's not a 12. I'm at
Okay,
9.
so she goes over, taps the door open. You're immediately there to close it before you can chuck the mug in. You basically got that pop of the eardrums as the air is getting sucked out again, and the door just back down and closes.
What did I fucking tell you about opening doors
There
with
are two.
vacuums?
Look,
I
the
told them
fangs
they-
is still maybe alive.
We need to get off of this deck.
Yeah, that way or this way.
Well, we're not going that way. They can go that way, and there's probably another elevator over there.
But okay, I guess that's fine. Okay.
So you find yourself in a moment where now it's become very clear. There is the groan of metal. Something is starting to shear apart. You've got to make a decision of which way to go. Or
Right.
what to do at this point.
Over all the like suction, could I have noticed the door like?
Yeah, you
there
watched
was-
that other one like pop open just like barely enough to get your foot under and then closed.
All right, so Barry's gonna perceive that as not an option.
Okay.
So I mean, like I was saying, he was trying to put the spacesuit on Damascus, and then like at this point, he probably would have like, oh, there's another door.
He's not the brightest man.
He's not. That's part of his whole character is that he's just like, hey, my people on the battlefield are in danger. I'm gonna run through open fire to try and help them.
Okay.
That's his whole character.
Let's do that.
So
Oh, the space station is broken up.
Literally.
It's gonna crash into itself.
that's not going to catch it. There we go. Problem solved.
I'm glad.
Alright.
I'm glad we looked in this closet.
Pop through the other door. Give me another death saving throw.
Two saves.
Cool.
2.
Doing good. Operation Keep It Up. Alright. Barry, as you're poking your head through to this side, you see you found kind of a lounge area. There's glass windows over
that's
here
lovely.
that are...
Just what I see right now is space.
Yep. And these are like the large floor-to-ceiling style windows, like observation bay kind of windows where they pop out a little bit. So
Is there another vending machine in there?
yeah, you've got a vending machine. There's a trash compactor
God.
over here. Some
Hey,
lockers.
All Barry knows is that the Major got healing stuff out of a vending machine once. Maybe he can.
True.
You see, there's the bank of elevators on this side. There is a hangar bay 1 on this side. You know from the map that this connects up to the vehicle maintenance bay where you lost said sword. You can also see around here that the floor is currently arcing with electricity. So we're just going to put this little D4 over here as a nice little reminder that this little area is
Arc.
not a great place to go for a walk. You can also see that there is a...
Please don't put
Slides
Damascus
right.
over there.
No, never. Just toss Damascus in the room. Damascus, find my sword.
Just flop the body in there.
Yeah, just
It'll work
completely.
perfectly.
You're doing
Make,
good.
yeah, make a complete U-turn on the whole point of Barry's character.
There's a medical bed, and then there's the security office for this floor here as well.
Security office. Where is the Major? Never does anything.
I
Just
want to
stands
go to
around,
there.
Bosses around.
God damn it.
Something, yeah.
Medical bed would be great where I thought now.
I mean, Barry heard vending machine, so it's like
Did somebody say Cheetos?
Yeah, Barry wants to run up there and see if there's healing things in there that he can get to Damascus.
I love that you walk in and there's like a medical bay sign on the wall and you're like, the vending machine.
Wait, wasn't the medical bay on the side of the electricity?
Yes, but the floor for this, like these 4 tiles are affected. This area seems okay.
Oh.
To make that clear.
Oh yeah, fuck it, there's a medical bed.
Yeah, that being said, just because you don't see arcing electricity doesn't mean it's not supercharged.
Very not smart. Medical bed.
Where's the... Oh, body, how's the other one? There we go. Okay.
Right about this time, I turn to you and say, I hope they don't find another medical bait there, because without me to turn on.
They're probably in a lot of pain right now.
Oh yeah,
It's
Damascus
gonna be
becoming a
rough.
cyborg.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
One of his Barry would legitimately not remember that.
What other mutations does?
I'm just waiting for that one.
A cyborg vampire space cowboy
Okay.
With gills.
with gills.
Gills, yes.
Important detail.
Okay.
Too bad the gills didn't work in outer space.
Yeah, they don't have much to filter, turns out.
Oops.
Okay, so you drag him over here. Give me one last. At this point, you're pretty much fine, but we're gonna see how this goes.
Yeah, it's death safe. It's a death.
Okay.
Is this
So
a one?
two
No.
positive, 1 negative.
Yeah, 2-1.
Okay. Yeah. So drag him over to the medical bed. Toss him on there.
Look for on button.
It sets to work. Medical emergency detected.
Done it. Damascus will live.
Yeah.
I guess I'll stand here and guard him.
Now what I rolled for technical advances to my body.
We're gonna worry about in a moment.
Okay.
For right now, Major Jazell.
Yeah.
How's it going?
I mean,
Let's
where?
go to the elevator, and
We have to
I'll
walk
see
in
if there's like a door in the top. Look up there, see if I can fix something to maybe make it go up.
Yeah, sure. While Major will do that, I will go to one of the rooms that were like right here, where there was a body, and it was like it has some red thing on it.
Mm-hmm.
I will. While she's working on the elevator, I will go and collect that red part into my mug, scoop it up, not touch it. And I
Okay.
will
Try to collect some of
Yeah,
it.
yeah. And I will try to communicate with it. Just like right while we're standing here anyway.
Just having a chat with the coffee mug, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I will try to do so telepathically,
Hmm.
as I did before, so people won't think I'm crazy.
So that's your plan.
Yeah,
So we'll resolve the major first.
Okay, so is there some kind of diagnostic test I can find out why this elevator won't go up?
You think if you can get like manual access to some of this, yes, it should have some control of some sort or
Okay.
some diagnostic mode. You know, majority of elevators still run off of more analog systems.
Okay.
People have the bad tendency to use them as a security device when really they shouldn't be used as one.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay, so what kind of check can I make to see if I can fix this?
An easy
to
one.
diagnose it, give me a analog check, and that's basically to see if you can get access to its diagnostic settings
Oh,
and go from
God
there.
damn it. Yeah, I'll flip one of those.
All right, we'll see if it works.
Yes, that's much better. So that is a 19.
19. Okay, so you're in the elevator. I kind of break open the control panel a little bit, get behind it. You see there's some options that you can set to switch it over to diagnostic mode, pop it into that, close it up again. Screen lights up, gives you a kind of cross-section view, currently displays. There's been damage to the track between decks 3 and 4. This will need to be manually repaired during an EVA. Please contact your local supervisor to, and goes into some technical jargon about who to contact.
So it's vacuum in there.
Currently, yes. You look up and you see that hatch up top, black.
All right. I go back to you.
Mhm.
Do we still have one of those spacesuits?
I think you were holding one and you were holding one.
Yeah, we had.
Okay.
I think that's the split.
So I am going to put on the spacesuit and attempt to repair.
Okay. So you suit up, get into the elevator, use the elevator as your airlock, I'm presuming. Depressurize it, work your way up. Okay. So you pop that, open it up, and get access to for the first time you're seeing the long connecting tube. You see there's not too far above you, probably about 10, 15 feet. Each of the decks has a good bit of distance between them, security as well as protection. You're seeing there's some holes in the side of it letting through what seems to be sunlight from Sol. You can also see that there is a huge blockage covering the walls of ice. One of the water crossover tubes broke in here, and it seems that it has sprayed part of the track with ice.
I wonder if the ice may have anything to do with it.
That being said, there is definitely a little bit of damage to the track that needs to be repaired. Shouldn't be too hard to do. Ice is honestly the harder problem, but provided you have the right tools, it may just be an expenditure of resources to melt it, get it out of the way.
Laser sword, just.
I do have a laser sword.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if I use that, it'd be something that would take some time, but it would do, right?
Yeah, and I'd say it's going to cost you a battery just because it's extended use with it. It's very precise work.
Do I have any batteries? I think I do.
But you could definitely clean up the part of the track that the sensors are near. No problem. Probably shave off most of the rest of it too.
Yeah, I have batteries. Okay.
Yep.
So I'll remove the blockage, try to fix the track.
Okay, so you spend some time up there just kind of lasering it off. We'll resolve it with a mechanical tool kit check.
Okay. Can I do advantage on this?
Yeah, sure.
'Cause I have been rolling like shit.
Oh, nice.
And of course, both of these turned out both 18, so
Excellent.
that's a 24.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, you set to work, replug connections, smooth out some of the track, even have a little bit of leftover patching material to seal up the rest of the tube you're in. It doesn't do much in the way of like heating or anything like that. This was designed to be a vacuum. But structural integrity gets repaired. You're looking at probably a pretty clean shot through here. But you do realize that this is only going to work for the cargo lift.
Okay.
The other two have similar problems that would need fixing.
So, right now,
Mhm.
I'm hoping that Barry is smart enough to take the other elevator down so we can meet up again.
What you're not seeing, because you're not looking Barry's way, is the vicious shaking of one's head no.
He's just like shifting
So I get back out there and I go back to you.
and buying candy. Yes.
Okay, so that will have been like a 10 to 15 minute journey for you.
Okay.
A lot of, maybe even a bit longer.
I wonder where I am at the time.
Yeah.
Is
So we will
Damascus
catch
still
up with
is
some
that
people
for
first. You just let it go and it's gone now, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
As it always goes.
That's how it goes.
Wooden drop?
Nothing really. It was the size of nothing. Don't worry about it.
Because I think it's like right next to the wheel.
Will never be seen again. Is it like Blue Putty?
Yeah. No, don't worry about it.
It's gone. It's in the other dimension.
Speaking of other dimensions.
Haha!
Oh shit.
So,
There we go.
you make your way over, you find that body with
Yeah.
some of the red growing on it, and you
Yeah.
You
went
try to
downstairs?
scoop some of it up, and
No,
you
no,
find that
over to-
it is rooted in the body.
Oh, that's very nice.
So you could remove it, but it would require you to like literally cut or tear it off of the body.
So is it a? So as I picture it, it's a mass.
Yes.
Is it a like a?
Think like a tumor.
What is a tumor?
Like cancer. That kind of growth. In terms of its look. Yeah.
Okay, I will telepathically. So I didn't establish the. Does that thing understands me or not? So I will telepathically ask it.
If I remember right, I think you walked in and sent it peace or something,
Yeah.
and then it replied back with vanilla.
Yeah, which we established is a yes.
Or good or
Or
general.
good or gen.
Positive
general-
vibes,
yeah.
I think,
Or
were the
just
exact
green.
words you used.
Or you know,
Or
just
just-
pure random.
Yeah,
You
or
never know.
just pure, yeah.
Or yeah, thanks. Vanilla is like the most horrible thing ever, and
Yeah, you know.
his
It's
way of saying
I'm
peace.
trying to
No
communicate.
peace.
Alright, so
And that sucks you into it too.
yeah. So I'm gonna telepathically ask. Well, first of all, I will greet it. I will say, hello. How's it going? You're doing good on this dead body? Is it great?
Do you feel great? Do you feel it all?
Do you feel like it's like, wow, you're growing on it? That's great.
Do you like long walks on the beach?
Getting gotten
So my question is, are you comfortable in your current state, so to say?
Okay. So you kind of think this at it.
Yeah,
and you get kind of this almost like hints of a reply. Like there's that moment where you think you smell something, and then maybe it's something else.
I mean, it smells terrible. There's a dead body right here, so I will just like I asked a question and I didn't get a good answer, so I will do kind of like a yes question. That words.
You get the what was it? That kind of like open field lilac smell. Your peace.
Mm-hmm.
You get that with a clear sense of like a lack of confidence.
Nice.
You get that
I will-
green grass
Yeah.
smell comes through, but you get it and then it fades. You get it and then it fades. You get it. It's very like muted.
Nice. I will ask. Do you want to come with me?
Wanna pass.
Oh god.
You labor for.
You're
We're
lucky.
gonna have a
he's doing
cyborg
something.
Damascus, possibly evil. We're gonna have a
You
fungus
get the
version.
smell of burned rubber and vanilla at the same time. Again, it's coming in at this like
You'd be
very
frenemies,
muted,
is what
very
I'm saying.
faint smell.
Mm-hmm.
Give me just an intelligence roll.
Sure. That's a good one.
Hey.
That's a 19.
Okay, so you stop and think of it, and you're like, all right, I'm not communicating with it the way I used to communicate with it.
Mm-hmm.
I need to find. It seems to latch onto smells.
So
I need to find smells that convey ideas.
Okay.
The smell of
Here
freedom.
we go. Yeah.
We already got that one. That's green grass.
Yeah. Oof.
Just so
What
that
does Jazell think of when she thinks of traveling? Think
the
of it
smell
like.
of
Yeah.
sex. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Let's.
is that traveling or is that a good time?
Let's go with like
Is that just normal for you?
It could be.
So I will send out
Sex
the smell of like ooh, you know what?
Mhm.
I will try to mix out senses. I will send out like I will think and I will recall my memories of like train station, airport, kind of traveling, like
Hotel rooms.
loud, like hotel rooms, like loud noises of like passing by cars or trains, that like loud noise of like open big space of the airport, like lobby, and kind of like send those feelings back to the creature or essence or whatever is trying to communicate.
Holy shit! It smells like vanilla.
Ah, nice.
Like intense.
Yeah.
It wants to be a blogger. It wants to cover the world.
Yeah, that's nice.
Excuse me, I'm an influencer.
All right. Then I will sense the. So it's rooting in the body. Yes.
Give me a medical check.
It's good, solid 10. Like
Okay.
10. Straight up 10.
So,
Yeah.
so you do the kind of basic thing where you kind of like
Like I don't want to touch it, but like
with
I
the
would-
cup, kind of like nudge it and push it, and you
yes.
find it's literally like going through the jacket and is rooted in the flesh below. You like lift the jacket up a bit, and you see it doesn't really want to move up when you get close to the edge.
Okay, I will
You can
sense.
see the flesh underneath has gotten very like decayed around where it's connected to.
I will then start to imagining the back in my town when my clients bring me to fine restaurants. I will start thinking of like a sushi chef and thoughts that I'm constantly like thinking
The chef
through.
or like the sushi?
The sushi
Okay.
and specifically the knife. Like the knife as it goes through fish, like just chop, cut, chop, slice, cut, chop, chop, and I'm sending those vibes.
Let's hope this essence isn't like a Cthulhu essence where they're all like fish thingies. It's gonna be a very confusing message there, Steve.
I love this conversation.
So what reply do I get?
Death. Immediate death.
And then as soon as that kind of like I focus and I send that, and then I switch immediately to that back to travel thoughts, like
Okay, so
slice and dice, and then we travel.
So you get this kind of pulse that is just fixated on the sushi smell. Then there's a clear like break of a second or two, and then you get that just sharp, that metallic smell of the knife.
So it wants to have a high iron diet, is what we're gathering. A lot of meat.
After that, you get what you're now becoming kind of accustomed to is this weird mix of now burned rubber and vanilla together. And again, in that kind of weird, muted, not full strength smell.
Listen, the relationship
And
status
that-
is complicated.
Yeah, it's complicated. Okay, and that I will grab. I have a cup in one of my hands and the knife in the other, just like the whatever, not combat knife or whatever I have. Combat knife, yes, or no, survival knife, the smaller
that's
one.
Easier to use.
Yeah, so I will gently focus on that knife feeling, that like the metallic taste, and I will just like very, very gentle and slowly start to cut it. But like to a point, like as soon as I understand like reply, I will stop. So I'm just testing the texture of a physical body of it. So I get the knife, I send the feelings of metallic.
There for him.
I like the idea that it's like it's his kid. It's like we're going to Disneyland. Travel through the hospital.
So,
But
No one's there
my
to
mind
take
is
them out
open
of
for
the
reply. If it doesn't like it, I immediately take it out.
so you got the knife out, bring it close, and you get a very, very sharp metallic smell. That knife smell.
Slightly cut.
Okay.
Still smells like sharp metallic.
You're getting now. It's jumping between that sharp metallic and burned rubber.
Okay, yeah, I take the knife out, and I will do.
Find it alive.
Crap. There's no one to talk about this. So can I like my thoughts? So this is clearly a sentient being that is
Well, define sentient.
okay. It communicates with me. I might be crazy, but you know.
Dogs are sentient.
Yeah.
They aren't sapient.
Yeah.
So
This
my thinking is,
seems to fit.
I'd rather know that this shit is hostile now rather than it affects the whole station, like, in 2 hours.
I mean, with a lot of like animals, you provoke them and they attack you, and they don't forget that. They just keep attacking you.
Yeah.
Bears.
But
Is there another corpse in this room?
They don't play it. But
In the one you're currently in, no. I believe there was a corpse in the other room that was unaffected by this.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that knife
you try to transplant?
and I'm gonna this corpse. This is on its chest and on the hand, right? But the other hand is fine. I will try to cut a finger or the whole hand off the other, like that thing.
Does Jazell have the stomach for that?
I just chop it.
So this is on the one that is unaffected?
So the same creature,
Okay,
the
so
same body, but the arm that is not affected by this tumor.
Okay.
I will cut that hand off,
The tumor grows out of it.
and then I will. I will grab like whatever cloth I have. Probably just rip it off this body cloth and like wrap that severed hand, and I will touch that severed hand into the tumor. Just push it in there, like poke.
The multi-stage steps you're going through.
Yeah, just tell me where to stop.
Stage 1, chop the hand off.
Yes.
As you do so, you see the blood has turned this kind of like pink color.
I don't like that.
Pink is pretty. Unnatural.
Pink is pretty, but I don't like that it's. Okay. Does it float fine? Like
it's slow. It's gloppy.
I mean, one of your companions
Coagulating.
is a dude covered in blue fur. How really?
Yeah. Okay. So before using the hand as I described, I will drain it a little. Just like slap. Just
It's like a ketchup bottle.
kinda. Yeah.
Giving high fives.
Okay. What's going on, man?
Give me a quick d20 roll.
Yeah, for no reason. 16.
No, you good.
Okay, so yeah, then I'll just rip whatever the cloth of the body and before I clapped it high five, I wrapped it in.
Take some of the pants off.
Yeah.
I was about to say, hell, use some heavy clothing.
Yep.
Yeah, that's so much.
Yeah.
Well, it's all on Barry Wheeler, as we know. He's your.
So I will try that hand wrapped
Put it on
in
Damascus' blankets.
wrapped in
You're gonna be
cloth.
fine, you're gonna be fine.
Fingers
You're gonna be
first in
fine.
that tumor.
Okay.
Does the tumor do anything?
I mean, it kind of like pulses around it, but it doesn't seem to like grow onto it.
I will flip it back to the wound where it was severed, and I will try that bloody part mesh into the tumor.
Give me a quick medical check.
Yeah.
Accept my gift.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, so
It's great.
you pull round 2 of like poking something somewhat fungal, and it again kind of sprays up at you. Give me a d6 roll, if you would, please.
It's a 5.
Okay, cool.
Cool, said the DM.
I'm excited to be on this team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's side that things out.
So there's just this kind of like. Give me a Constitution save first.
18.
Okay, so keep from vomiting. But you feel your skin kind of crawling around back of your neck and shoulders.
Crawling?
Yeah. Like it feels like it's covered in bugs.
Oh no. I scream on the high-pitched tone and try to get the bugs off. I drop the knife, I drop the mug, I drop the hand, and I'm like, all over me!
You're smelling vanilla and green grass. There's this smell of trains and train
It likes
stations,
you.
airports and hotel rooms.
It likes you. It
All
likes
accented with that vanilla. Meanwhile, you're up there repairing away in the vacuum of space where you can't hear anybody scream. It's nice and quiet.
No.
Give
and
me
I'm
a
thinking to
charisma save.
myself right now, it's nice why I'm up here and there's not anybody to fuck something up.
Nothing's going wrong.
Charisma saving throw. Please Yes, I need that one. I'm alone here, you guys.
Another one! Another one!
Well, you know what? I think I'm just gonna flip these right away for that because that's fun.
Folks, if you didn't know what that was a natural one.
Mm-hmm.
Following the previous natural one.
And followed by flipping all 5. Bad luck to good luck.
You guys, I have
Well, we're back in the good luck again.
I have good feelings.
Wow, twice in one day.
Are we though? Because Damascus must still be trying to sandbar right now.
So we're going to cut over to bury Damascus.
Wonderful.
Don't worry, buddy, I'm
just
guarding you. Nothing
love
bad
it.
has ever happened to you in that safe medical bed.
Oh,
So-
just love it.
Barry, you start getting readouts from this thing. It starts popping up questions that it's asking things like high levels of mutation found, warning, genome damage present. It starts asking things like repair, fix, cannot find baseline genetic sample for person. Please contact their medical
Is there
medical
a ignore
supplier. You see, you've got effectively you're confirm, deny, and then ignore. You're finding before you get to press it, one of the choices highlights, and then it moves on to the next one.
Oh, good.
Highlights.
It's
Moved
a
on to
smart
the next
device. Good.
Oh boy.
Well, this is the end of Damascus as we know.
You got so close.
Oh, man.
Think that we
Oh,
went
man.
through.
This is a
Probably
smart
have
device.
a-
I can turn my back to it and just guard.
Can
Can we
Not
just say that we split the party the worst way possible because we
It's-
split
It's beautiful.
every one of us
It's
is on
kind
this
of beautiful.
separate just journey.
At least y'all can control your own journey. I'm just along for the ride.
And, I'm the one that did something useful all my time.
Excuse me, I'm fixing
Hey,
things
Hey,
here.
come
I
on.
am healing Damascus.
I am doing things too.
Well, Damascus seems to be doing fine, so I'm going to check the vending machine. Is there...
So Barry walks back out to the vending machine.
Yeah, is there healing items in there? Food? Do I see anything?
You see, for this deck, it's got patch kits for anything from an environmental suit to a radiation suit to a full-on space suit. It's got your standard ration choices, a little bit more limited here. Seems to have quite a few other things at the selection menu, a little bit more useful focused. You see somebody's actually modified it a bit so they can produce mechanical toolkits here. And on top of all of that, you see it's also capable of producing... It gives you this, clearly has the symbol for a medical syringe, but then the text for it is just, literal computer garble, where it's not even characters at times. You're getting, a literal smiley face. You're getting the...
Smiley face, click.
the gradient that it's partially selected there. So if you press it,
Is your intel just negative?
Yeah, what are you?
you
If
press
it's
it,
10, it's average, you know that?
you hear the machine goes to work, and then it spits out a hypo.
Oh, shit, I can just use this. Is it still lit up? Can I choose more? Was that it?
Seems good, yeah.
Oh, food. Yeah, get some food out of there.
Okay, press the food, and it goes, please scan the credit chip.
Oh. Oh, wait, do I have one of those? No, I wouldn't have one. That's fine.
It'd usually be on your clothing. So if that was in cryo, then yes, it would be there. Okay, yeah. I get some rations.
Yeah. 2 rations. 2 rations, and I'm going to put Smiley healing.
Smiley drugs. The best drugs.
Makes you happy.
See, I don't even know what to
I'm
put on my...
gonna walk back into where the healing bed is with the mask and be like, buddy, I got a backup now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all Barry's doing right now. Because he's guarding Damascus, waiting for him to be all better.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
All right, Damascus.
Yeah.
Could you give me another D6 roll?
Yeah.
We're seeing what part of you is getting modified.
Oh. Hopefully his penis.
I don't have that as an option.
What? That's your first pitch? How bad is it?
Listen, priorities.
Make it a 1.
Okay.
What is a 1?
One is left arm. You a righty or a lefty?
I'm a righty.
Okay, good news. So Barry, as you're in there keeping an eye on him, watching stuff, you watch as one of the medical tools makes its way down, and literally just cleaves off his left arm.
Oh God! You okay?
He is out cold.
What was the 6 choices? Right, left.
Yeah, right, left for arm, right, left for leg, then torso, and then head.
It's not that bad.
Not that bad.
Not too bad.
Man, I didn't think his left arm looked that bad, but I mean, the machine must know what it's doing.
You poor son of a bitch.
Wow. You know what? Maybe this team split is not too bad. Now thinking about it.
For some people.
Admittedly, I would have loved the Damascus and Major, and then Jazell and Barry.
Oh God!
From just the,
Yeah.
I'm going to poke this stuff, to I could use some healing. And just how that would end up.
Yeah.
It would be beautiful. I would have loved it.
And Damascus would have been okay.
I mean, you're going to be okay.
Relatively
You're in the
speaking.
healing bed.
Okay, what am I writing down on mine?
You are currently without a left arm.
Oh,
Oh, wonderful. Just wonderful.
I mean, like, I do make jokes, obviously, but seriously, at this point, Barry would be like shocked and be like, I can't turn it off now. He wouldn't have his arm.
Yeah, you're watching more. It's like a Windows install wizard when somebody's just mashing the next button, and you're getting whatever's coming up.
Well, I'll stay by your side, buddy. You're gonna be fine.
Oh, Lord.
Okay,
Poor Major. She's going to come back feeling very accomplished.
and then be like, what have I lost? What all have I lost for doing something good in the next 5 minutes?
I mean, what the hell is that? What happened to you people when I was out?
Hey, I mean, let people babysit.
the voice of reason.
Okay, so we're gonna have just a little fun here. You can start me, I believe, with a d20 roll. Let me check. Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Is that really what you want to start with?
Yeah.
Yeah, d20 roll if you would, please.
Yay. 19.
Okay. And then we will top that off with a d12.
Yep. Yeah.
8.
18
and 8.
Cool. Okay. I mean, this will actually work out for you, I think.
Gun hand.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you're standing there, door opens.
Oh.
One of those mutant creatures, partially side-rised, is holding a left arm in it.
So convenient.
It sees you. There's a quick moment of like, what the fuck? And then goes over, lays the arm down on the bed next to, and the machine goes back to work.
Thanks, Mother.
It then turns around to look at you and roll initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see how quickly this goes.
Oh, it's gonna go quick.
Yeah, with your health.
I got 5.
Oh, good. It goes first.
Yep.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Oh, we split the party.
Oh, God. It's a 19 to hit.
I tried to
Yeah.
open the door for them to come in here, and you
Barry,
just
give me a
immediately closed it.
constitution roll as
Yeah,
you
I
see
like-
the sparking stun baton.
Specifically told them
Yes.
there's an elevator on the other
14.
side.
14.
Meet us on the lower
Through
level.
the air, I could have never heard you.
Yep. So you get 3 points of shock damage
Okay.
and manage not to be stunned as this thing jabs you in the stomach with its stun baton. You're up next. Oh, right. You're back to just knives, aren't you?
Yeah.
Shit.
Or a shotgun.
Or the shot. Yeah, that's fair. You do have close range fighter, I think.
But it's standing right there. I use the shotgun with the spray. It's Damascus. Wounds his perfectly good left arm is giving.
Just the flop sweat.
Alright, yeah, I'm pulling out a combat knife in one hand and the flechette pistol in the other.
All right.
Yes, I'm just gonna run with the flechette pistol.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
That one.
How's it going?
Would a whopping 5 hit it?
Is that a nat 1 on that flechette pistol?
It's a 2.
Oh, good. Okay.
It's not too.
No, shot goes wide. I strike some of the wall nearby.
Be right back, you guys. Not much going on in here.
I'm not gonna go anywhere. I'm on the edge of my seat.
Yeah.
Or hospital bed.
So?
Are we still rolling with that the cunning action ability for the whole ready action thing? Could I ready action to use an item?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
So the ready action will be like, when I see it getting ready to attack me, use the smiley syringe on myself, assuming it's health.
Okay. Sounds good.
Oh, yes.
It is ready to attack you on its turn. Cool. God, I need to look up more stuff. Hold on.
I'm making this so hard on Steven.
Oh, but I'm gonna love how this turns out, I'm sure.
Guys, I need a health.
Roll me a d6 if you would, please.
6.
Huh.
Wow.
I like that.
I think it's a d20 roll. Let me check real quick.
Okay.
Get that ready.
Where's the D20 that hasn't fucked me in?
No.
This one, I think. No,
I think one of those fours.
No, not that one.
One of those right there.
This one. I can feel the power.
Oh, Lord. Do you have the power?
So I'm using the smiley syringe on myself.
Yeah.
Because I think it's healing.
Good call.
Now things can go wrong.
It's the best choice. Hold on, PDF is loading. It's like around this page, right? It's a little bit further, it seems. No, it's a little bit earlier. Mistakes were made. There we go. D100. Sorry.
Oh Lord.
These two should do. Just so this is going to be the first digit, just so that nobody can say I'm cheating.
Cool.
Right, so 11.
11, you say. Okay.
Here we go.
So you stab yourself with this thing.
Yes.
You feel this kind of burning sensation quickly spread throughout your body. Muscles are all kind of electric. What's your current movement speed?
Currently it is 35.
It's now 40.
Oh,
Alright.
okay.
You gained the positive mutation Agile.
Oh.
And surprisingly, you took no negatives for that, because you rolled a 6 on that mutation roll.
Oh, now you're mutated.
I mean, I've always been mutated.
Even more mutated. That is a 2-point thing. Keep your point totals tallied up, if you would, please.
Agile 2 point.
Yep. And then it's going to try to stun you again. Does a 12 strike you?
It will not.
All right, Barry, you're up then.
Alright, I've taken an... hang on a second. Make sure to mark that ammo I use the other time. Okay, yeah, so once again, shut this door, just trying to shoot it.
Okay.
Trying to shoot it.
Shoot in the head.
This one. Okay, that is 20. No, wait. No, that's 23 to hit.
That'll do. Roll damage.
D4. Okay, that's 6, 9 damage.
Okay.
And then then
Still up and angry.
the offhand knife.
Okay. Knife flashes out.
That is, I believe it's 15.
That will hit.
Let me just double check to make sure. Too many note cards. What have I done?
Need note cards to organize.
Okay, no. It's 14 to hit.
Still good.
All right.
Getting closer to not being though.
4 more damage.
Okay. Pretty solid hit.
And then that's the end of Barry's turn.
Okay. Stun baton's going again. That'll do it. 22 to hit.
Yeah, sure.
Give me that Constitution save. And take 4 shock damage off that guy.
I mean, I feel like that kind of just like plopped out of my hand, so I feel like I should re-roll that, but it was a good roll, but I'm thinking I should re-roll it because it just kind of plopped out of my hand. I mean,
Yeah, give it a fair roll.
Yeah. There we go. Oh, still good. That's 19.
19? Okay. You managed to remain unstunned, but yeah, you took that force shock damage from it. So just jabbing you in the gut with this shock prod.
Wait, did you announce damage then?
Yeah, 4 points.
Oh, okay, I must have misheard you. Okay.
How you doing?
I'm still up. No, for the moment.
For the moment.
Yeah, for the moment.
That's not reassuring at all, is it?
No, how much you got left?
Don't worry about it.
I think he's worried about it.
I don't know if he's worried about it, but
Flush that pistol!
the guy in the bed's worried about it.
Alright, 23.
That'll hit.
Yeah. You got nothing to worry about, buddy. You are safe. You're so safe.
Yeah.
Oh, ye various gods.
6 damage.
Okay. Damage marked.
Going with the offhand knife again.
Okay.
No, that's a 1.
It's a natural one there.
Natural 1, so it's a 6 if that matters at all.
Okay. So, give me an attack roll against the man on the bed.
Oh,
No, my buddy.
You could re-roll that one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we
sure.
have fortune.
Yes, please. I don't know why you're.
please don't
I
roll
can-
another net 1, please.
2.
Well.
So that's a 7 if it matters.
Oh, Damascus, I'm sorry.
Oh Lord.
Alright. Stun rod's coming out again.
Yay.
Does a 16 strike you?
That is my AC, so yes.
Check. Make that Constitution save, although if 4 damage puts you
I got a
out.
20.
Does 4 damage put you out?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So the scene sets, fade to black, as we have done for 1, 2, 3 characters now.
What do you mean done? I'm still alive.
I'm gonna fill my water.
That sounds like a good idea. Yeah.
Shit.
We'll take a quick little break. Everybody enjoy a drink or something.
I don't think there's enough drinks around here for me to feel better.
You just start bringing booze next time. It seems.
I come back to this shit and I'm like, what the fuck?
That's the best part.
He's gonna be the only.
It's
she's
the
gonna- she's
perfect
gonna be the only, alive.
the perfect sci-fi soap opera or situational comedy where it's person goes out to do something, comes back in, and everybody's hanging from the ceiling, drunk off their ass.
Like
Hey,
Chevrolet.
from the ceiling.
Like-
We're gonna be cyborgs coming out
Oh,
to our
yeah.
friends.
Yeah, no. AK, we're rolling a new character next week.
I mean, I already got more actually. I'm good
This
to go.
session is not done yet. We might help each other.
We're taking a quick little pause. I'm gonna go use the restroom.
Yeah, let's break.
Enjoy some water.
That's fucking rough, man.
Oh yeah. Those die rolls. And
Die
decisions.
rolls?
And decisions.
Decisions. That's what did it.
Those were decisions, yes.
That's all for decisions. There were no die rolls. and probably my character's gonna die. But for now, we'll be fine. Да, твою мать-то, блядь. Сука, уронил чипсину ебаную. Вот же ёб твою мать-то. Ну весь обосрался. Ну что это такое? Уронил соус и весь обосрался. Вот такие дела.
This was the quickest character Robbie's ever played with.
Oh yeah, I think you walked out of the bathroom before you saw it. You know how they got the chalkboards on the walls? I wrote, "I'm sorry, finger guns."
Well, I already got this battle mind up and running.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
yeah. If
Steven is a good DM. He will not let our characters die that easily.
no, letting the characters die is fun.
No mistakes were made.
And
Let's see. We don't have to paraphrase. Barry did things.
Things occurred. Barry may be responsible for some
But
of
so
those
now,
things.
like Damascus hasn't done anything for the past hour and a half.
So remember,
You did have a pretty exciting moment before that happened.
See, that was a great death.
Yeah.
so
You just refused to die at that point.
Yeah.
It
So
dragged
Barry-
out a bit longer.
Barry had a 10 intelligence, and so Thorax, my next character, has an 8 intelligence.
How can you play somebody dumber than Barry?
Thank you.
Barry
I'm too
just-
polite to say it out loud.
Yeah, I have a 0. I have a 10 intelligence. And I make.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, like, you can roleplay to the stats, but you can also just ignore them and roleplay the character.
Yeah.
Because Barry might be somebody where it's like, oh, if you ask him specific questions, he can give you amazing answers. Where you're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I don't think you should know that, Barry.
Yeah. In all seriousness, I like to like joke and have fun with my characters, but with Barry, the whole thing I was thinking like through this whole process is that Barry really doesn't think things through. He's always kind of just done things, and so he's like, oh, a medical picture of a syringe, that's what I need. Oh, a healing bed, that's what my friend needs. Oh, a robot carrying the arm for my guy. Let him pass.
He got him places.
Yeah. He's here. Yeah. He got here somehow.
Okay, so back in the elevator shaft, making your way back down through the lower gravity of spin. Pop open, top of the elevator, work your way back in. Elevator repressurizes, starts filling back up with oxygen. Eventually it hits yellow, goes pressure equalized with outside.
Take off the suit.
Okay, spend a minute doing that.
And then I go look for her.
So, pop the door open, make your way over, and slide the door open where Jazell had walked in.
And I'm just like, hey, I fixed that.
You see around her neck is that red mass.
Huh? How you doing?
You.
Oh, I feel fine. I feel great.
No, you don't.
Bugs everywhere.
Jazell, to you right now, you are swimming in a sea of other consciousness.
Oh, this is awesome.
It is an experience.
This is awesome. Is it good consciousness?
There's good and bad in there. It's like
I have good and bad in me.
imagine bumping into people like on the street, except every time you physically make contact with somebody on a crowded like street or subway car, you're getting their full life story.
Oh, this is great. I share mine the other way around. Like, this is great. I'm just like slamming it back.
So you open the door, you see that around her. You also see that she's actually like, it looks like she's hanging without a noose. She's a good like 3 or 4 inches off the ground. The arms are out at her side, not limp completely, but literally like from the shoulder, somebody's kind of applied some muscle there, and then just the hands are just left hanging.
Yeah, I shut the door.
Okay.
It's too late for her.
Hey, say whatever you want about Barry. At least he didn't abandon Damascus.
Point taken.
Well, she gone.
That was fast.
Oh man, this might be a quick night.
Wow, that was
So
fast.
I go to the elevator and go down to level 2.
Okay. Bing. Find yourself back on medical deck.
I kind of search for them, those two, to see if they actually got what I was saying.
Do a quick poke around. Nah.
All right, I take the other elevator back up to level 3.
Okay. We'll pop you over here. Find this kind of nice open area. You can see the floor over here is just dancing with electricity. So working your way to here, kind of have to circle around. You do see labeled security, medical, hangar 1, hangar 2, which you can see light over there is not on, it is black. Same for this guy. You also see that this is connecting back to refinement, and specifically says crushers there, another elevator next to it. You've got this nice little kind of lobby observation area where it looks out into space. It looks out into where the hangar bays open into, so you could watch the ships as they come and go. From where you're standing, it's about all you can see.
All right, I walk around to the other side.
Okay. See the classic trash compactor. There's a vending machine there which has food. It's got the aforementioned strange string of characters, including Happy Face, a couple.
I see that one, but
the
nobody
shades.
would be stupid enough to use that.
Evil Barry.
As well as a patch kit for spacesuits, environmental suits, and radiation suits, and mechanical toolkits being sold here.
All right, I see if I can buy a patch kit.
Okay. What's your current wealth at?
It is at 8.
8? Yeah, you know you can purchase 2 of these, no problem.
Okay, so I do.
Done and done. You also notice there's some lockers next to these. They seem to be used by probably flight staff by the look of it.
Can I get into them?
Try the lockers, currently locked, but they've got kind of the standard padlock, physical lock on them. Wouldn't take too much time to pop those off.
Yeah, sure. I'll check those.
Okay. Pop through a couple of them. You find different kind of collections of just personal belongings, clothing that is not heavy, regular clothing. But as you're working your way through, you do find a pilot suit. This you can effectively write down as another spacesuit. It is the lighter version of a spacesuit. It's thin, designed for ease and comfort, but security in a vacuum. You see, it's got Vasquez
Not anymore.
Said the hanging girl.
as the name on it.
Oh, that's great.
Gotta sprinkle some references in. Outside of that, you find a extra helmet. Looks like it's the helmet has taken some sort of damage across kind of the. If you were wearing it the right-hand side, if you're holding it the left-hand side. But it's not damaged to the point that you'd worry it's non-functional. You'd almost call it a trophy, but it still seems usable.
I'll take that too.
All right.
All right. So I look at security,
It's just melted in.
and then I look at medical, and I'm like, now the smart thing to do would be go to security.
Would it?
Then I think about it for a minute. And so, yeah, they're in medical. So I go over there.
Okay. Roll me a d20, roll me a d20.
16?
3.
Cool. Okay. Make your way in. You find, well, Damascus is there on the bed. His left arm has been replaced by bit of machinery of some sort. Give it kind of a quick look. It seems to be a kind of scrapped together prosthetic arm mixed with flechette pistol.
Nice. Finger gun.
You see the machine is still working away on him.
Can I turn it off?
Oh, you don't close the door on them? Just like, okay.
Well, there's no them, it's just him.
Oh.
Did you guys not catch that?
I mean, this is something I know how to do, turning things off. We're
working on it.
holding you up in the air.
Don't worry.
That's-
Evil Cyborg will find you.
That's beyond my skill set. So can I turn it off?
You know you can give it a try.
Okay.
You remember what you did for the last one. You know you can walk through that, but you do know that's going to take a bit of time. You can run through that and hope that's good enough and that he's still himself at the end of it. You honestly don't know what is happening right now aside from watching the readout, and by then you usually know it's immediately happening, so whatever it's warning you of, you'll at least know when it's too late.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna try to shut it off.
Okay. You can do it without a roll,
Okay.
and it will just be a luck check to see how much of Barry is left at the end. Or not Barry, how much of Damascus is left at the end of this. Or you can give me a roll and see if you can do it faster with penalties for failure.
Okay.
So, fast and risky.
I'm gonna do it fast and risky, but I'm gonna
All right.
do it with advantage.
Sounds good.
Sounds awesome. Sounds
Okay. What am I
fantastic.
rolling?
Hey,
So,
you're being safe.
you can
okay?
try to
I'm
disable it same two ways as before. You've got the analog,
You did
which is
choose
designed
something.
to disconnect it from the network and reset it to factory settings. It'll stop whatever procedure it's doing midway through, which, not great, but definitely could be worse with what it's doing. Or you can go with the digital, which will give you the option to just have it finish whatever final tool incision it's working on, shut that down, but at that point, it's still on the network, and there is a risk that something may come after you.
All right. Well, we're gonna do it analog style.
All right.
And see if he makes it.
Fingers crossed, buddy. 1 and 1. What?
Okay, so that's a 21.
Nice. All right, yeah. Work your way in there, manage to disconnect it, and you disconnect it at the right time, right as a blade is working its way down for aimed at your face.
Yay.
Good news there. However, there was definitely some in-between time. If you would like to give me a D6 to see what else has happened to you.
1.
Oh, good. Roll again, because that's still your left arm.
You have,
We can modify your
can't
left
have
arm
two left
again.
arms?
Hold on. Hold on.
Well, I rolled 4 the next
too bad. Too bad.
Too bad you're rolling a D20.
Second left hand. Second left hand.
19.
Consistent. Give me a D12 roll.
Let's do red this time.
Yeah.
It's 11.
Nice. Okay, so turns out they've been dragging some other materials in here and modifying the arm. It is a combination flechette pistol and shotgun.
There you
Nice.
go. You're welcome.
How fucked up am I?
I mean, it ain't great. It's to the point that you do not have a left hand. You only have a right hand.
But you got guns. Why would you?
You have
Why would you
two
need,
guns on your left hand.
Why would you need a left hand when it could be a gun?
I hear excuses from the other side of the room right now.
The good news is that the excuses currently aren't in this room.
Right?
Probably for the excuses' benefit. I'm not sure Barry would survive if you woke up.
Yeah, I mean, you got a flechette pistol and shotgun. I have a flechette pistol and shotgun.
We're
Just-
brothers.
Brother!
I mean,
Like, no, this has Barry written all over it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like he landed.
Yeah, because you're saved.
It's with a black shark.
It has-
Like, feel better soon.
It has very been over because
No,
you are
just
safe. You
a
are
little smiley
alive.
face.
Barry has made you all better.
You are alive.
All right, so-
Barry's been here.
You go through the process, disconnect it from the network, restore it to factory defaults, watch as the machinery pulls back up, and pops up with a standard question of, would you like to run a medical scan?
Yes.
Scans over, does processing, pulls up a couple of like warnings and issues and errors. You see it immediately goes down and defibs him twice. Back up at 1 hit point.
Nice.
You mean my heart wasn't beating for like an hour?
Was only gone for 15 minutes. 5 of those minutes, Barry was hanging around, moving around stuff. So you were very much so at that edge of danger territory.
Just some brain cells dead.
Yeah.
Your chest is on fire. You
Like
also
my left. I mean,
recognize that the last thing that it was trying to do before you switched it over was effectively lobotomize him.
Good job, Major.
No, it's
sorry.
yeah.
Other hand,
Other hand comes up.
Well, you wake up and I say, well, I saved you from a lobotomy. Now, what kind of fucking idiot put you in this without disconnecting it from the network?
you
I'll
don't
give
know.
I'll give you 3 guesses, and 2 of them don't count.
Yeah, Barry.
Just speaking of, where's that blue fucker?
You save people's lives and they just don't appreciate
They
it.
just don't appreciate your work. So quick glance around the room, and you notice there is like a clear knife stab into the medical bed next to you, like right next to your leg. There is blood kind of splashed against certain areas of the room. No other body. And there's very clearly like the remains of a flechette bullet in the wall.
Well, Barry's been here.
Yeah.
That wasn't obvious from you being alive?
Yeah.
He'll make sure you're alive.
I don't.
Just
I don't
maybe
know.
not you.
Actually, I don't know anything that just happened because I was
Yeah.
unconscious the entire time.
Barry's been here. He's not here now, which does not bode well for him.
Where's Jazell?
I don't think she's gonna make it.
What?
You remember that intelligence that she kept wanting to poke?
The red stuff?
Yeah.
Ooh.
She poked it, and
With her neck.
now it's like growing on her and hanging her from the ceiling.
I'm sure.
That's not good.
Yeah.
You let her stay up there?
Hey. Alien
Yes.
intelligent bullshit is beyond my skill set.
You got a laser sword.
I'm not fucked with an alien intelligence. And
We're just gonna decapitate. Whoops.
Take a little bit off the top. Oh,
Too much.
Close shave. Microscopic close.
cool. It's like, well, oh, this is cool.
Effectively, this weapon is always armed, so you don't have to switch between the two of them.
Oh, that's actually pretty dope.
The shotgun does not need 2 hands to hold. It has been properly balanced for a single robotic arm.
That'd be great for a 2-handed weapon.
That would be.
Two-handed gunslinger.
Wouldn't it? Yeah.
Do I got ammo at least?
Currently, they are empty.
Ah, shit.
Oh yeah, what do you have to
So
use
you
one
actually need to
single-handed
charge
reload?
it?
It's still a shotgun. You gotta put
that's
shells
awesome.
into it.
That's great. That's so
I'm
good.
glad it's great for some people.
Hey, I am currently speaking in tongues.
You had a backpack, yes?
Yeah.
Give me a d20 roll. If it's 10 or lower, it's still on Barry.
10.
It's still on Barry.
Still on there.
Nice.
It's okay, like all the heavy clothing is in the backpack. Aren't gonna miss it. You guys aren't gonna miss it.
So I'm like, let's go find Barry. But as we're doing that, I'm loading the flechette from the pistol I had. I'm like, don't need that anymore.
Also, I fixed the elevator on the other side, so
We can go up?
Yeah, we can go up.
Awesome, I like full HP now.
No.
Well, I'm 30 anyway. Okay, cool.
You're currently at 1. Let us do a quick roll to see. This medical spot is currently at 15%.
No, rad.
Can I use this like the rest of this shit?
You can
Or do
burn
we
the
need to
5 to get the short rest.
Do we need to leave it? Do we need to leave now?
Do you still have it?
No, I'm in no hurry for Barry. Are you?
Poor Barry.
As I am barely holding on right now.
Yeah, me too.
Let's do a short rest for me. You do a short rest for you.
Yeah.
And then we're down to 5, and forget about it. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're getting fixed up. What are you gonna do?
Remind me how does this work?
You can spend as many hit dice as you have, and you add Constitution to each die you roll, and that is
How
the
many
number of
hit
hit
dice
dice.
do I have? Oh.
Well, yeah. Do you have any?
That may
Never
be-
mind. Don't have any more. Shit.
Yep. You are literally running on fumes.
I have 2 left, and yeah, I'm almost. But I'm in the magical place.
Okay.
All right, so I'll do mine.
Yeah, I'll let you. I'm gonna.
So
where
what do you
is he
want?
going?
I can't wait for next session.
Where
Where should I open a door and it's
where Major goes?
Has only gone here and here. So
Oh,
has not touched Hangar Bay, has not touched security.
Jazell
Can I see if security's
evil
been
cyber
accessed here recently?
Give me a
perfect.
digital technology check to see when it was last accessed.
Or investigation to see if
Sure,
like
I'll go with
dust
investigation.
and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be.
I mean, starships do their best
well-
not to be covered in dust.
Either way, it's not gonna happen.
I mean, depends on
I
the
just
roll, right?
looked at it. No, both have no pluses to
It's
it.
all on the roll.
Rolled well.
No, nope. Let's just say it's a 3.
No idea. You're looking around and you're like, okay, the station must clean for dust constantly.
Okay, well after this has happened, I'm just gonna wait for her. I'm just shining up my new toy.
I got next, but I only have 1 hit dice, so it's not great.
All right,
Is
We ready?
you got some stretch.
You want to check out the security?
just out of curiosity, is this flesh and blood left arm just sitting there on the healing bed?
Oh yeah,
Oh, nice.
it's off to the side a little bit.
Just curious.
All right, so
Leaving it behind.
Dead weight. Literal dead
so
weight.
Huh.
he gave me the idea that I can see if this is accessed recently.
Mhm.
So what do I need to roll?
Digital tech.
Okay. Not great. It's 14.
14. Do a quick kind of check of the systems. It hasn't been accessed in a while, but last access was a day and a half ago, and it appears to be a complete security override of the door. So it does not require any key cards to enter, when it normally would require a security access card.
Yay!
Okay, so it's been a while, but whoever did it override the security on the door, and we don't need a security card to enter. So that's either good or bad.
I got your pistol.
An old lefty, or new lefty.
Yeah, you got your
New
pistol.
hotness.
You want to go in?
Yeah, let's go in.
Okay. Door slides open. Inside, you can see security terminal. There's a spot over here that looks like it's designed for a heavier set security droid, which is currently not here.
Oh.
And you see the weapons locker
Oh, yes.
that is still closed.
Let's open that.
Okay, let's see
baby.
about the weapons locker.
Okay.
You got robot hands.
Give it a bit of a look over. It's got a electronic security lock to it, and this one also has on top of it a tamper-proof lock. So the idea is if
You make it or it locks for good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or you have a
And
laser sword.
Which not a precision tool,
And I mean, like,
may damage the contents inside.
yeah, like, let's
May
say
not.
if there's a grenade in there, you know, you may not want to damage that.
Yeah,
That's true.
I'm not cutting
So
through
it's-
the door.
So it'd be a risk.
Might as well try it.
And we have luck too.
That's true.
Yeah, I'll do it with the advantage.
I have one idea that I want to do. Just after.
Oh, we'll
Electronic.
get back to you. Don't worry. Yep.
Yeah, when evil cyborg Barry finds you. We've been over this.
Okay, so that's a 17.
17. All right. I managed to pop it open. Inside, shotgun, box of ammunition, pistol, magazines of ammunition.
Let's go.
You're welcome.
Okay, I'll take
There are 64 shotgun shells. There are
Make sure to write that down.
24 full reloads for your flechette pistols.
Never gonna run out again. No, we do.
And to top it all off, you find yourself a flechette SMG
Spend all that ammo real fast.
with 4 full magazines.
That's so sexy. I wish.
Okay,
I
so we
was
have
there.
24 full shed ammo.
Yep. Full
And then-
reloads.
No, 24 full. So
Oh,
that's
24
24
eight clips.
clips.
Yep. So those could technically be taken out and then put into the flechette SMG.
So I think that's
With some-
192.
Oh shit!
How are you
That's
going
why-
to carry all
6
those?
inches. It's literally too much to carry at this point.
I'm going to keister some things, I guess.
The old prison pocket.
Just kidding.
That being said, you also
Shove it
find
in.
6 flashbangs,
Oh, that's
I'll let you have the flash.
4 shock grenades,
so good.
and 2 concussion grenades.
Oh.
Somebody better write it down, or else you don't got it.
All right.
Yeah. You do
Let's
you
split up the
guys.
grenades.
Go for it. The final thing you see,
Heavy clothing?
4 full combat uniforms.
Yes.
Nice and neatly folded underneath.
That's armor, I suppose.
Yep, combat uniform is medium. That is AC 14 plus Dex max 2.
Oh, that's the best.
Okay, so DC 14.
Mm-hmm.
Plus max dex of 2.
Yep.
So even if you have more dex than that, you can only add 2.
Yeah.
Up to 16.
And
Which
it-
is better than I have now.
Which is what, like 15?
15.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. 16 is good if you don't have 18.
Hey, what's the
That's true.
shotgun like damage?
I'm at 12, so if I
Shotgun, it does 2d8 plus
So,
your
how many
dex.
grenades did we have?
It was 6 flashbang,
Okay.
4 shock,
Mhm.
2
And
concussion.
I think the ammo can actually change that to numbers, so you might want to double check Steven to be sure.
And 2
And
concussion?
I just
Yes, 2 concussion.
roll just a bonus, right?
For
Just
shot,
what I get-
for shotgun,
Yeah,
it's still dex, like the other guns.
cool. So just plus 5.
Okay, so we split up the grenades evenly.
Okay.
So that's 3 flashbangs for you, 2 shock, and 1 concussion.
Flash.
The short for the shock, if you don't have it down, and I
Two
again can
shock.
look this up when you need it, but just so you know what you're dealing with. Radius 15 feet. It is a constitution save to prevent paralysis, and it does 4d6 shock damage.
So, in case we run out into one of those things again, the grenades.
Yep.
Like evil cyborg Barry.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was talking about the multi-dimensional beings, but okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they can be on the same side, you don't know.
Both. Yeah.
I mean,
Both is good.
we don't know what he's doing to you, so that
We don't know.
that may be you.
It probably isn't good. I'm just gonna put that out
Are
there. Probably a good time to look at new characters, but there is a chance.
Oh,
Are you looking?
Thorax is ready.
Same
Yep.
for me?
We'll see.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Yours is
Do you
still a
want the
maybe.
SMG? Oh, thank God.
You take the SMG. How many flechette ammos can I possibly carry?
I imagine like up to 6 or 8 magazines.
I'll give
It's
you-
probably reasonable for like
Pistol?
stuffing it in pockets and
I have a
whatnot.
flechette already.
Okay, so I'm taking the 6 flechette ammo. I'm not taking a shotgun. You do what you do with the rest.
All right, I got the. So
The shotgun, you find so the 2 boxes, 64 in total. 32 of them are riot slugs that do 2d6 damage, and they can be chosen to be non-lethal in your attack.
2d6. Okay.
The other 32 are pellet, which do 2d8 damage,
Yeah.
but are lethal. Those are just birdshot.
Okay.
And your shotgun keeps the standard that you may fire an extra barrel to gain extra dice of damage. Good when you need to dump damage, like say you're trapped in a medical bay with somebody who has a lot of health and you need it to go away real quick.
So
Yeah. I know a situation.
So does his arm shotgun have that ability?
Yes, it does.
All right.
It's that same triple barrel.
I mean,
Yep.
if I want to be technical, I never said I reloaded it since I last used it.
True. Jamming shells in there would have been a great panicked moment, though. The SMG magazine size is 15. It has the same range and damage as a pistol, but it has the auto fire ability, which basically lets you say, I want to pick a 10 by 10 foot square area. Everybody in there takes damage from this. They will make a dexterity saving throw equal to 8 plus proficiency plus your dex mod. If they succeed, half damage. If they fail, they take full damage.
Also good for fighting
Plus,
another one of those things.
8 plus dex plus proficiency.
Yep. For auto fire. And that will use 5 ammo. So it is a burst shot kind of thing.
Okay. So 5d. The 5d6, 5d4.
2d4 for this thing. So good for crowd control.
Yeah.
Not
But
great
not
for
for
focusing
damage.
people down. Yep.
Okay, so I want to check out the computer.
All right.
Wow.
When you approach it, already on, booted in, seems to already be logged in. It seems somebody clearly made their way into this security room for either the access to the computer or something else, and just kind of left things as they were, or didn't have the chance to log out.
This really worries me. Okay, so,
One way or the other.
let's see what I
This
can learn
worries
from-
you? This worries you? Really? At this point? Okay.
People using computers and stopping to use computers.
Okay, so
Very
what
pertinent
happened to
here.
happened to you, not me. So that's less worrying. What happened to Barry happened to Barry,
Barry.
not me.
So
Which
that's
is
also less worrying.
Fair.
This could possibly happen to me.
Thus worrying. It gives you access, kind of gives a quick rundown, is currently logged into the current floor status. It's reading low oxygen for that side.
Mm-hmm.
It's reading low oxygen for this side, but it is reading a bit higher oxygen over here. It's noticed that the oxygen for the entirety of this lower half of the space station currently is not being recycled.
So the whole lower stat part
From 3 down.
from 3 down.
It's picking up that you reconnected some of the cables, so you're actually seeing the full station in terms of where things are coming from and data access. It's picking up on the fact that there is some damage to the oxygen pipe. Going to be held a patch, but somewhere on that core coming down, an emergency shutoff has basically prevented it from going down into the lower 3 decks. That being said, currently deck 3 is the one with the lowest oxygen. The other 2 decks are still breathable and seem to be breathable probably for the next 24 hours of use on each deck. It can still be moved around from terminals like this, so you can decide where you want oxygen to flow. But overall, you're looking at roughly 50 hours of air left.
Okay. We need to hurry up down here and get to higher levels.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So where's Jazell?
Oh yeah, the meteor's still coming.
In about like 40 minutes now.
she's on the other side, but I don't really want to fuck with that. I mean,
Do we just want to put her out of misery?
I mean, if you want to go over there, we can stop off on the way up, and you can see what you can do.
Yeah, let's let.
I like the idea. Like he opens the door and he's like, "Hello, lesser beings."
She's too cute to leave out.
Aww.
That is not an aw moment.
Okay, are we going to go into the hangar bay to find Barry?
There is one final bit of information that may be interesting to you in terms of status. There is an executive shuttle still docked in Hangar Bay 1. There was another shuttle in Hangar Bay 2. Hangar Bay 2 is currently spaced, along with the machine bay, and it's reading hull damage in both areas. The shuttle might be working here as well.
Do we want to get Captain Strong and leave?
The defense system's still up.
The defense system is still up.
We,
I mean-
you can turn off the lower half and
No,
we'll just go
only
lower.
internal.
No, we can also do external too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
From here. And you reconnected the station.
Oh.
You might be able to connect remotely.
All right. Let's see what I can do.
Okay. In terms of the grid, you can't access from here. Has to be done from one of the 2 security defense terminals. So it would be a bit of a hike, admittedly. In the room that is currently covered with contact acid.
I love it.
But
Okay,
it's only
guys.
contact acid to our skin.
Yes.
So let's put the suits on.
All right. One thing at a time. Are we gonna check this hangar out to see if Barry's in there and maybe
Just like
out
polishing the ship. Like, yes, one day.
check out the shuttle, see what it's.
Medi. Oh shit. Medi, I know what happened to him, but I have no effing clue what happened to him.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, oh sure, why not?
Okay, so let's go in there. See
All right.
if we all die.
Pop open the hangar bay, look into the room, see there is the sleek executive shuttle. It's got the doors to it currently closed. You know, given enough time, you can hack through anything. Especially since this isn't connected to the entirety of the station.
Executive, there's probably champagne in there. Celebration drinks.
I want to go there so bad.
If you want to give me an analog technology roll, I'll tell you what you know about this class of shuttle. You can make it as well if you would like.
Okay, that's a 22.
Nice.
What was the thing?
Analog tech.
Oh, 14.
14. Okay. You know some basic facts.
Yeah.
They have GPS.
Major is capable of covering the rest. You know these usually carry cryopods for the express purpose of not aging some of the participants in said shuttle ride.
Champagne.
So this one likely has 4 to 8
Just the
cryopods
whole
on
body bath.
board. It's currently locked down as a security system. You know these usually will have a security turret inside that is often overly hostile. It looks for people who are supposed to be on the ship and shoots anything else. That being said, you've got access to the outside of the ship. You've got access to its systems. You can change that.
Right. Would I believe that this would have an IFF for the station security?
You know, everybody has the IFF. The real question is, has it changed since the shuttle got here? It clearly had it to get in, because this definitely didn't come with the shuttle. But yes, the question is, when did this dock? And
Has it changed? And how did those damn pirates get in?
And you have a pilot suit too.
Yeah, but
So
that's just a spacesuit.
yep, it gives a couple of like extra minor features, easier access control and stuff like
Like you
that.
can
But it's
clean it.
effectively the suit.
yeah, it recycles your pee.
Yeah.
To drink
All
water.
spacesuits. do.
What's spacesuit different?
Okay, so did we find any trace of Barry in here?
Look around. No signs of Barry in here.
Okay, I think maybe Barry's gone.
I like the idea of like Barry is around the door opens up, cyborg Barry walks in. Like, oh, there he is, and then
hey,
the door opens
you
up,
remember-
another cyborg Barry.
Remember
walks in.
that?
Wow.
Remember
Oh,
we
there
had
he is.
Oh, it's cyborg
a
Barry.
certain
Cyborg Barry.
I don't know, a laser rapier, and we didn't have enough spacesuits.
We
Yeah.
we have to go over to the other side for that.
Yes.
And if you really want to go out and get it,
Yes.
you can. I have no problem leaving it where it is.
I mean, it'd be a decent melee weapon for you, statistically speaking.
Mm-hmm. So and then I'll dual wield still.
Yeah,
That's
except
right.
you don't have quarters fighting, so
Would let you
So,
focus on one or the other if somebody
Yeah.
gets close.
But I'll have I still have dual wield fighting.
yeah.
So
But you will have to get close to hit with a melee. You're good
If
at.
you're-
So all your
if
gun
you're
shots
close,
will be
they're close enough
They
to
both
hit.
have defensive skills. You don't. They
Yeah.
can take a hit. You can't.
If you're close enough to hit with a
Squish.
melee,
Mhm.
you're at disadvantage for range.
For a ranged attack, yep. Now you can,
Just
of course,
be the range guy.
you could split some stuff up in a weird way and do your primary attack is shooting. You then move in close, and then you use your bonus action to do the melee strike. That's still good to go.
Yeah.
Weird action split, but whatever, it works.
Do we want it?
I don't want it. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
You're
So
a,
what's-
you're a gunslinger, aren't you? What do you want it?
Because it looks cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's literally just cool.
So you said there's another shuttle on the other side.
He wants it. So
Could
that-
be, yeah.
So that he can wield
It's
his
detected
blue
that
laser
something
sword
is still
when
docked
the evil
there.
cyborg Barry comes with his red laser sword.
Ah, yes, so it can be a duel of
Go
the
check the other
fates.
part. You're not gonna come and
It's-
save me anyway.
It's electrified.
Oh,
Ground
that's
is
the door?
electrified here,
Oh.
and this area is decompressed as well.
Oh.
Yeah, so-
So let's just try out the security. Get Captain Strong.
All right, can I turn off that security bot that was stationed there from here?
Give me a quick digital roll. So you start changing into some other systems, and
Oh, not good. 12.
12. Work your way over to the bot controls, effectively, and it's popped up a warning where it's just going, "Bot is not responding to commands."
Which security bot was there?
It does show where it is.
Where is it?
Big one.
It is currently in the research wing of the second deck.
Cool.
So, medical research.
Oh, well, we got nothing to worry about. We're not even going to go in there.
Wait, I thought we were gonna get Captain Strong who can
Yeah.
fly us, which
Yeah.
is in the medical.
Medical, but not research wing.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that's where evil cyborg Barry. You want to take your revenge? Maybe you want to take your revenge?
No.
God, I do not want to go in there.
Let's go get
Yeah.
Captain Strong.
Yeah, let's go get Captain Strong. We got to come up to this side. You can check on her if you want. Once we get Captain Strong.
So do you want to do strong first,
Come
Yeah.
closer.
or do you want to deal with that situation and
Strong
the defense
first.
situation
Oh, come on.
first?
Oh,
Strong,
come on.
Strong first. That way, if we have to hurry, we can go.
Oh, come on.
You ain't no fun.
Yeah, seriously.
You ain't gonna get turned into an evil cyborg acting like that.
Oh, man.
No
Okay.
guarantees.
Okay, let's get Captain Strong, take
Okay.
him into the shuttle bay,
All right.
and just kind of leave him there.
Start.
Is he going to be okay if we just leave him there? For,
Just thaw him.
As
in the
long as
bucket.
nobody comes by, yeah.
Well, we can't carry him around, so.
No, is he not thawed?
Not right now, no.
Oh,
He's currently frozen.
how long does that take?
Well,
8 years.
Not too long. It's like 15 minutes for most.
Oh, that's fast.
And that's including like the decompress time of vomiting usually.
Well,
I mean,
let's-
we have to pop him to get him up there. So
yeah,
he's
let's do that. Let's let him thaw on the ship.
You currently don't have access to the ship.
Oh yeah.
Doors are closed.
There are a lot of
That's
steps.
gonna take a while.
And,
Yeah.
and even if the door was open, there's still a turret that would shoot anybody that isn't.
With your knowledge, Major, you know that is probably best case scenario. You can probably like hack it together in 30 minutes. But in reality, you're guessing that's a 2-hour hack to make sure security's not going to shoot anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Security will accept you to be able to fly it. And
It's like work.
when you get your IFF code, to make sure that syncs up properly.
Okay.
So those 3 things, anywhere between 30 minutes to 2 hours.
Would it be
Can I-
easier to put on our spacesuits and go to the other one that's decompressed?
Arguable.
Yeah, but there's no guarantee that one's not locked too.
Or damaged or destroyed.
Or there's you in the ship.
It would take you going in there and checking. The system has basically said, yeah, there's something in there that matches a
And how
shot.
much time is it again until the meteor strikes?
40 minutes-ish.
All right. So if I go back to this room,
Mhm.
can I turn up the upper things? And...
You believe so.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna We're gonna go up to the next level. I'm gonna turn on the defenses, and then it'll take care of that asteroid as much as we can,
Okay.
and
What if we
then I can turn them back off, and we can leave.
What if we find people up in the defenses?
It's automatic.
They're like auto cannons and stuff. It's the outside defenses. It's
Okay.
what's gonna shoot the meteor.
Cool.
Fingers up.
Nice.
Okay. So
No.
Just
That fly.
keep them up.
so we're gonna pop Captain Strong
Okay.
and put him in the shuttle bay.
So you
Mr.
spend 10 minutes through the defrost process till he gets on his feet. And you then help him to the shuttle bay.
And then we're gonna go back up this side
Okay.
and go into this room. Gonna put the spacesuit on,
Mm-hmm.
Same.
and
Spend a minute suiting up.
I'm gonna try to turn on the defenses.
Okay. You find systems connected. You've got access to it.
Yeah, I turn on the outer defenses,
Okay.
not the inner ones.
They're good to go.
And if I can, tell it to really fuck up that meteor.
Yeah,
Give up
just
the
make
fuck-
sure.
Give it the fuck up the meteor
Yeah.
command.
Take the nozzle,
Give
turn on
me
it.
It's actually like
It'll actually be analog.
Rough
I know it's
up.
the same for you, but I'm trying to
In normal, the
keep it
pirates
straight in
would
my
fuck
head
that space
what
the
information you're
bomb
pulling
was
out of stuff.
And destroy the meteor. Then fucking destroy the meteor.
Oh god,
I believe
I'm gonna reroll
Yeah,
that.
Okay.
one of those, please.
What?
Oh yes, that's much better. 23.
23. So you access the system, find, okay, got access to both of the guns, upper and lower. Got access to the torpedoes.
Ooh.
There is a torpedo loaded. You got one shot.
One opportunity.
Don't miss your shot.
Ooh.
This is effectively a vehicle weapon that you are firing. This does not go off of dexterity. This goes off of intelligence.
That's
You are
better.
programming it
That's better.
to target.
Am I proficient since I'm proficient with all military vehicles?
Ooh.
Ooh, I'll take that.
And
Good flex. So you'll get one shot with those bonuses and advantages.
oh, should I spend the last one?
No,
Just
because that's
not
gonna-
right now. Just
No,
not right now.
No,
We
he's
don't
in
want
all
it right
black, and that's when
Yeah,
he
that's
starts
when
burying
that
himself.
shit-
Yeah,
that's-
no.
That's when Barry comes back.
Bears.
Yes!
Oh.
Yes!
All right, so 27.
You line it up. hit that launch, there's just those moments, those tense moments as you're watching the numbers count down as it's approaching its target, going from 8,000, 7,000, 6,000, 5,000, 2,000, 1,000 hits, and you just get a register of scope clean.
That's how you do this shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you turn off the defenses and turn on self-destruct mode?
What?
Not from here.
But I can turn off the defenses, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I do that.
Flick those off real quick.
Okay.
What's your passive perception?
Oh, shit. 14?
And major?
13.
Okay, so turn that off. Heading towards Jazell.
I'm by the elevator.
So you're leaving the room. So as you're walking out, something changed on that monitor.
Something changed, dude.
Okay. I take a look at it.
Defenses are back online.
Oh,
Top and bottom.
shit.
Oh, the cyborgs are like, hey, who's the off switch?
Major?
You hear over the speaker system, "This is Charlemagne. Please do not disable the station's security. It is for your safety. Enabling internal security.
The mother of mothers.
The AI has been reconnected to the
Yay!
lower 3 as well." So you still have the opportunity to go back in the elevator shaft, cut that cord, and disable the lower half and take the flight risk of the upper half.
Or we just go low. We don't shoot high. We go low.
All right, let's.
And hope for the best. Or you stick around and you get yourself a better chance.
Okay, let's not decide anything right now. Our next objective is Jazell.
Warlock Jazell. Warlock Jazell. I keep saying Jazell.
If the inner defenses are on, is it inside defenses
Yes.
on too?
Yes.
Until they cut that cord.
We can't get to her.
Can't you destroy
Where's
them?
that?
Your arch enemy.
Where's that
The
turret?
turret.
Turret's at the end of this hall.
And wasn't she in a doorway over there?
She was over here.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
It would be a dash across to get her.
And nope.
No.
Come on, you guys.
Lost cause?
She's dead to us now.
We can't cross that river. We've gone too far.
Unless you want to cut the cord.
You gotta cut the cord anyway to leave.
Yeah.
You don't have to leave. You shut
Yeah,
down
but
the
then
AI.
you gotta escape the bottom defenses then too.
Well, you shut down the AI, you can turn anything off.
Yeah.
And it'll stay off. But that requires shutting off the AI.
Oh, you guys.
Oh god.
Let's cut the cord.
You want to cut the cord, cut the bottom defenses,
Yeah.
and just take our chances?
Yeah.
Doing it.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, you can walk through that process no problem. You can disable lower security as well. Opening Jazell up as an option yet again.
Let's go
Do
check
it.
her out.
Do it. Do
I'll
it.
stay here by the elevator and give you emotional support.
Be ready as I will probably run.
Yeah, I'm right
Okay.
there with the elevator door
Okay.
button.
We got the.
In fact, I'm opening it and holding it open.
You hold it, making use of the hold elevator door. Nice.
Okay.
Okay, make your way back to the hallway.
Oh yeah, right next to your ears, so when you fire, you're gonna.
You don't need to hear anymore.
Open up. See what I find.
All right, pop it open. Inside, you see Jazell, neck and shoulders covered in this kind of red, almost pulsating growth. Looks like a really bad sunburn.
Cover that up with like a.
She's hovering about 3 inches off the floor. Feet are in that classic like downward pointed. Hands
How many
are
rifles
down
have you got?
out to the side like somebody's doing
Closed
a
door.
robot or a...
Close door.
It happens to me all the time. Come on, man. It's like,
Give
did you
me-
see?
Give me a quick charisma save if you would, please.
Oh, shit. That is a 18.
Okay.
It's like
Feeling
popcorn
fine?
in the movie theater. Just
Oh, she's acting all Blair Witchy.
Yeah. I
Like,
told you.
I saw a movie once called Exorcist. I think we've kind of Exorcist of Jazell.
Yeah. Lost cause?
Gentlemen, we've tried nothing and failed.
Wow.
I mean, are you ready to call it?
Wow.
Do we have a grenade?
You have a couple of grenades now, yes.
We have grenades, but do we really want to use them on that? I mean,
you're about to leave.
she's fine if we just leave her there.
Is she? These are the questions we must ask us.
I know she.
I
was.
mean,
I know she was fine.
she'll be less fine if you throw a grenade at her.
Well, I guess we're gonna leave her.
Wow.
It's okay.
What teammates?
Harsh.
It's okay. Evil Cyborg Barry's gonna find you, and then the
I
We'll have
hope.
evil cyborg Jazell with
Should
you.
should
I
should
just
I fire my laser to put her out of her misery?
I just hope.
whatever
this-
the essence is,
That's
it's gonna
what
be
you
the
mean.
AI, and then we have AI
Okay.
essence.
Keep it open.
I just hope that this character comes back as an NPC and just like fucks you up real bad.
Oh no, it's gonna be worse than that.
Hey, keep the elevator open.
Yeah, I got it.
Open it back up.
Oh my god.
Take aim my laser and try to shoot the red stuff.
Okay, so like neckline
Yeah.
area.
Just
Cool.
to let go.
You know, just if I was to say a certain spot, like this general area,
Yeah.
this general area right here.
Let's try to take the scarf off. With
Yeah,
the laser
like
gun.
imagine it like a scarf or a those like airline pillows that wrap around the neck,
Ooh, that's
that
nice.
kind of
Makes it
thing.
sound
Yeah.
nice.
Just
Comforting.
aiming for a center of
You know,
mass
I
on that
want
kind
one
of
now.
thing. Okay, give me a shot. Give me a roll.
It's probably the last one of the evening.
Oh, you think?
But do you want to risk 3
How about you roll once?
all blacks?
Yeah.
All bad fortunes in it.
That's a
You're a gunslinger, right?
17.
Okay. Line up a shot, shoot for the neckline. Jazell,
Mm-hmm.
you've been floating through this mass of voices and experiences. You've learned, honestly, quite a bit.
Nice.
Gained a surprising amount of other people's lived experiences.
Is my
And
intelligence
now
go
it's-
up?
And now some idiot with a gun is
I
trying
mean,
to shoot.
effectively, you're looking at advantage on certain rolls.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, it goes just dead silent.
Oh.
Everything you had is gone.
Giselle,
And
wake
you
up!
see
Wake
in
up!
front of you,
An evil cyborg.
Damascus.
It's an evil cyborg.
Holy shit! Holy wow! That is a turn I did not expect.
Who is pointing just the one gun or 3 guns?
I just
technically
fired
speaking.
with the one.
But
Okay.
what are you pointing the other 2 at?
Yeah, true.
Am I still floating above the floor?
You're floating there. You were having an out-of-body experience, though. You were watching the shot line up and fire.
Giselle, wake
From
up!
what perspective?
From, the top right corner of the room. So you're seeing this kind of pulled back angle, so the back of yourself, you're seeing Damascus in the doorway saying, "Wake up," while shooting you.
Nothing new there.
You
Oh,
are
wow.
the
Just to paint the picture.
Do I have any kind of physical conscious that I can control my body maybe remotely?
What do you want to try?
Well, this fucker is shooting me. I will try to.
Trying to wake you up.
I will try to immediately
Oh, he's gone now.
make a orb of force around me, sort of to protect my question mark body.
Okay.
By the way, did I hit?
Yeah, I assume a 17 would hit you.
Oh yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
go ahead and roll damage just to
Oh shit.
cake that a little bit.
I think it's a 1. Let me take
No,
a
it's
look
a
at
5.
it. Oh, okay. So yeah,
It's,
the open dice is cool, but it's hard to read.
yeah, it's 11 plus.
I like my dice legible.
11 plus 3 is 14.
All right. So yeah.
But that was like a
You're aiming for that part, definitely.
yeah.
You,
Like it was like a puffy thing, right? Like a growth.
It pops like a cyst, like fluid literally running down.
Wake up! Wake up!
Who gave him the right to pop this?
So I'm gonna draw
So
you
you-
a picture, right? So
Paint me a picture.
I have been for the last my consciousness. Last time I've been up, it was we left the room and Fangs was like pretty much saved us from this insane creature, and we saved Barry. So after that, Major went off and did some things, and then I was floating in the ocean of consciousnesses that I, if not enjoyed, I learned a lot from them. And now I'm coming back to senses, and he is shooting me. So my immediate reaction is to
He also has a cyborg.
right.
Yeah.
He has a
Cyborg
cyborg arm, right? And we've been in cyborg.
You've been fighting
Every-
literal
every-
cyborg mutants.
Every
on
other
my own.
cyborg you've seen is
So
I'm not saying you have to racially profile.
right.
But-
Right.
Wow.
So my immediate reaction is to cast that orb of force, that protective force, and then as soon as that happens, do I see any evidence of Major or Blue?
From your view, no.
No.
So, Damascus, what you witness is a barrier appears in a perfectly spherical barrier appears around Jazell, as if she's inside a giant hamster wheel.
Okay.
And I will say out loud, or no, actually no. Why out loud?
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking telepathically, duh.
But what are you thinking?
But my thinking is, I want to live, survive, protect my body, and
all very primal.
I'm
As you do when you wake up.
Yeah.
yeah. The good things. I want to live. I want this body is my temple, and blah blah blah. And I will. It's like I know how to communicate like my conscious to other conscious, but this is like a pulse, like area of effect, just like I want to live, to whom it may concern, kind of thing.
So you send that thought out, that survival instinct out. And what you get back isn't a smell this time. It is a chorus of voices that says, "We agree."
Yeah.
And I think that's where we'll end for tonight.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damascus is fucked. I was trying to help
You did.
You did help, in a way,
in a wrong.
in a roundabout way.
Evil cyborg escape team.
I'm gonna
So
be.
there's one thought that has stuck in Jazell's head that she did not put there. Whatever this is, it can be referred to as the chorus.
The chorus.
The chorus.
Love it.
Of angels, possibly.
So,
How do you spell that shit?
CHORUS, I think. Let me double check.
So is it safe to like Robbie, like we're not even talking about character yet. Robbie to come in with probably a pre-roll character next time.
It's not a bad idea.
Oh
I'm not
my
gonna say
Lord.
it's gonna happen, but it could
Just in case.
happen.
Decisions. If you made better decisions, if all of us made better decisions
I
today,
think I made pretty good decisions.
Fair.
My decision was to not leave you.
You're in like top 3. I'm not gonna say I'm in top 3, but probably I am.
Hope the alien.
That's the weird thing, that I am probably also in top 3.
Everything's a matter of perspective.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I saved all you bitches.
What?
Yeah. No. That's fair. That's fair. That shifty beast. That was definitely a
The
win.
dimensional horror.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
I'm telling you guys, I'm fine now.
I'm okay now.
No.
You can let me out.
No.
We are fine.
There you go.
It sounds like no. We are fine. We're here, great. We feel good.
Yeah, if Jazell pulls through here, you will lose the ability to refer to yourself as I or me. You are now a we.
That's cool. That's totally cool with me.
Yep.
But does my intelligence go up?
Your
Things will change.
Nice.
We'll
Your
get you the
pronouns
full-
are they.
They, them, non-singular.
Yeah. Oh dear.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
dear.
I
So,
love it.
a little bit of behind-the-scenes action. In the reactor core,
Oh,
there was
boy.
that spray
Yeah.
that hit
Oh.
Damascus
Mhm.
that you smelled. That started the process. The second spray accelerated it.
I do not believe I have my mini. Does anybody see it?
Oh, that's
There
right.
it is.
Okay.
That's fine, you guys.
That's fine. That's gonna be great.
So you had 6 hours when you first sniffed your buddy before it would start talking.
When I'm rolling regen, do I want to do from level 4?
Yeah, we'll look for.
Since
I don't know.
that's
Actually, at this point, level 5.
Nice. Nice. It feels great.
All we had to do was lose 2 frames to do it.
What do you mean 2? Speak for yourself,
Oh,
please.
I'm sorry. 1 and uncountable.
Then you get 1 and gain so many more.
Hey, I feel like I'm part of the group now.
like a group.
You feel like one of many.
Then again,
I'm the
we
one
may
with.
lose another one.
It's true.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it's not going to happen because it could happen,
Well, here's the thing.
but it's also not guaranteed.
I had a plan what I'm gonna pick up at level 5. I think my plans changed.
Interesting.
And funny enough, I have all my spell slots now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 'cause you took the pack.
Yeah, right before. Yeah. Oh, next session will be hot.
Not me.
I mean, not that this wasn't hot.
it'll be a different type of hot.
It will be different type of hot.
Oh yeah, Steven. So
Yes.
the guy I already got ready thorax. I mean, once I bump him up to level 5 now, I think he'll be ready to go. So do you want to? Is there anything you want to know about him, like right here, right now, or just want me like send you anything, or just like thorax is there once we start next game, like just roll with it.
We'll find a way to introduce him. You guys are heading to new floors, I'm assuming.
What is this?
Thorax was the bug guy I mentioned a while ago. It's like the idea. Okay, so his character. If I remember-
Right. Let me know what floor you guys want to go to now, so I can prep to make sure I've got all the pieces I need.
Okay, so
Or most of the pieces.
depending on what happens
Oh
there,
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
the 4th floor is.
this decision might be
I gotta
entirely on
prepare
you.
the elevator again to get us to go up, right?
Well, you got out
Yeah.
with AI, right?
Yeah.
But the
You-
elevator
the-
works.
Yeah, exactly.
The
Elevator works. You just cut the actual like data connection.
Okay, so I think we should go back down to floor 2 for the moment and take a long rest.
Well, he's asking for preparing for the next.
So he's gonna be.
Yeah,
He's
so-
gonna be there.
So after the med visit, where would you go? Where would you plan
We
on
got
visiting?
the whole station. Where's our equipment again?
I believe it's
Cargo?
5th.
Which open to the top.
I can't remember if it's 5th or 6th.
I think 5.
I want to say 6, but it could be 5.
I think 6 is engineering.
Why won't you scroll?
reactor, hospital, flight deck meeting, storage, engineering, security, command.
So storage is 4, right?
No, 4 is
Storage is 5. Storage and material processing.
4 is deck meeting, whatever that means.
Right. So let's go 5th.
4
just
is
to get our
executive and garden grows. It
So-
is your habitat level.
stuff. So let's go 5th.
Five.
Yeah, 5th, and then see how it goes after that.
Okay.
Well, you.
No.
We'll see how that looks out.
no. We're good. We're good. We're best friends.
It'll totally solve itself. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong?
You guys, just remind me to move my legs to pretend that I'm not floating in the air.
I mean,
Also, you know what? When the alien virus mutant spreads, you know what the best host for it is? A psychic user.
Oh, it's
Yeah, it's potent, you guys. It's gonna be great.
so
it's gonna be great.
so we left off with, I want to live. Everybody else saying, I want to agree, and he shot you. So
No, the cyborg
that's-
dies first. Okay.
Yeah, no, like, so you get on the elevator and you leave.
oh yeah, I'm gonna go look at you, and if you explode or something, yeah, I'm
Well, did they hear? Did
Meaty.
they hear? Because I tried to communicate with my friends, kind of like try to reach them. Did they hear anything?
Nope.
Nice. That's great. That's super good.
Yeah.
I love it.
Big smiles. Big smiles,
That's-
gang.
If you know what, as long as I can inhabit my own body, that's fine. After that, we'll all be the best friends.
We're finding the basis of people's morality as we move forward.
Yeah.
Continued
I
existence
mean,
is the best.
You insist on coming with me, and you're like an eldritch horde. I'm not gonna bitch you
I'm
out
not.
and say no.
Look at me, I'm so
But-
cute.
Look at me, I'm so cute.
What do you mean, Eldritch Horror? Look at the legs.
Just got a little puffy neck, that's
Just
all.
like a Bloodborne boss.
It's not fine.
I'll put on a nice scarf if I find one.
There you go.
Just
You're covering that up with a nice scarf.
Yeah.
Well, we find heavy clothing all the time, so I'm sure
Yeah.
maybe.
But it's all with Barry now.
Keep that SMG.
Oh, yeah,
I don't
fair
need it
point.
anymore.
The king of heavy clothing will come to kill you all.
Just wait. We'll find something else, and it's time for more heavy clothing.
Oh man.
Well, hopefully I'll have the new chart by then. And I will. Likely. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, next week is a maybe for me because I've got a
Oh
wedding I
come
have
on! Come
to, I've
on!
got to drive to, and I will
Oh.
be driving back on Monday
Come
night.
on.
So I may not have time to prep.
Oh,
I will let you all know.
you're gonna have me sit on the edge of my seat.
Oh yeah, for as long as possible. No, I will try to make it work because it is kind of a harsh cliffhanger.
Yeah.
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 Just a little bit.
I'll
Yeah.
send you a couple messages here this week
Yeah,
saying,
it's good.
hey, what are you thinking?
How about this guy? This guy good? Yeah.
You good?
Hey man,
But
whatever they want to play, I'm Jazell. Okay, I feel confident.
Hey, you're welcome.
Oh, wow! Thanks.
Because if this didn't happen,
Yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right, we'll get to this part.
In Barry's death, he's gifted you with weirdness.
yeah.
It's
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
But
Remember,
the
not
short
believe
form
when
is
she
like
got frozen.
mutant, who's like a bug-looking guy.
You had
It's
the
a little
worst
like-
passengers
His backstory
on
is
your
like he's a
show.
wrestler.
yeah, really.
And so his thing is he's